go. Hold on a sec.
Good day, everyone.
There you go. Right out of the gates, we're going to give you some Mr. Vargas. Happy Friday, everybody. If you're wondering where Paulie Mac is, he is in Astoria, Oregon, home of the Goonies, or I should say site of the movie The Goonies. And he's there celebrating his birthday. We celebrated the S out of his birthday yesterday. And great material from Dan, Coach Emilio, and Carlos De La Fuente, our guests today. Thank you guys for sending in some videos for Paulie Mac. We celebrated his birthday, so Paulie's off today. So we got the boys in the house today, and we're gonna try and keep it light. We're gonna talk some Giants baseball. We have the task of trying to keep it light and keep it positive, even though we're going to address Giants baseball today, and talk a little World Cup as well. And then we can get you going on your merry weekend. Happy Friday. Dan, Los, how you guys doing? First, I'll go to Dan. How you doing, bud?
Doing great. And it's great to be on the show. And I love the positioning. Los is below me, just like in fantasy baseball. I love it.
Right out of the gates, man. Hey, you're doing a Brady bunch. Like the Los, you're doing the Brady bunch. Oh my God! Hang on a second, Los. Let me get you. There you go. You're what? Trying to unmute your mic, Los. That's weird.
There you go.
Oh, there we go. Okay,
he
cool.
He doesn't have anything to say anyway.
Tell him about the other league. We're in 2 leagues, buddy. Yeah, no comment. Yeah, there's always 2 sides to every story, guys. 2 sides.
Of course. I know that, Dan, you shared the standings of that league, and all I got to say, the team that came in last in that league was titled Tuna Helper, and I thought that was apropos based on that team name. If you're going to name yourself Tuna Helper, dude, then you're probably not going to.
Shout out Hamburger Helper. We all loved it as teenagers, right?
I mean, do you remember Vacation? Remember Vacation when he says, I don't know why they call us Hamburger Helper. It does just fine all by itself, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I didn't bring up the other league, but Los is ahead of me in the other league, but he's still only in 4th place. And
so are we talking fantasy baseball, by the way?
I was just talking a little fantasy baseball.
Yeah, we could for sure.
Because first of all, I only do fantasy football because it's 1 game a week, and prepping. I don't know how you guys do fantasy basketball or fantasy baseball. Are you changing your lineups every day?
Yeah.
Wow.
Pretty much. I mean, it takes really a few minutes. You just got to see who's starting and who's not. And then, sometimes you don't like a matchup and you keep the guy out. And then there's injuries. There's so many injuries. God, nowadays.
Yeah. Well, when you got guys throwing 105, you're going to have a lot of injuries on the bump. That's for sure.
Thank you.
By the way, I looked this up. We're going to talk Giants ball as well, but this just because you led right into this, Los. Guess how many complete games there are so far in MLB this season. This number actually surprised me. I thought, well, actually, I don't want to lead you either way. So both of you guys, can you throw me a guess, just a random guess, and whatever you think. 5. Dan says 5. Los?
I'll say 3.
Yeah, so I would have thought less too. There's 10.
Oh,
10 complete games, but no team has more than 1 complete game. So there are 10 teams with 1 complete game. And I thought, that's actually more than I thought, but I still think the complete game is just going to be a total thing of the past, especially the way these guys are pitching now. Mason Miller, 102. That guy, Mizorowski, I couldn't imagine facing 105 miles an hour. Los, I know you dug in the box, man. Like facing 90 plus is hard. Facing 105. I mean, also, I would think that 105 mile an hour fastball, if it hit the right bone, it would shatter it.
Oh my God. Yeah. Jeez. Yeah.
Don't you think?
I mean, there's a fear factor, obviously, when you dig into the box and the guy is throwing hard, and then when you see him warming up and he's kind of wild.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's on purpose, just to kind of put the fear of God in the hitters. You don't dig in quite a bit as smoothly, and then those breaking balls just really mess you up big time. So yeah, it's definitely a different game. How about the Billy Martin Oakland A's? I think the whole starting rotation, I think each guy had 15 or more complete games. Led by Mike Norris.
Talking yesterday, I was doing a little commenting on Marty Lurie show. Remember Wilbur Wood in the 70s?
Nice.
The dude's record in 1973, 24 wins and 20 losses, and he had over 40 complete. It's just real.
That's incredible. I mean,
he got a decision almost on every start.
That's
He was
incredible.
a knuckleballer, though.
Yeah, see, the knuckleballers, they actually a little bit more.
I love the knuckleballers. I love knuckleballers.
Speaking of knuckleballers, when I was at St. Mary's College playing ball, Tom Candiotti was a former St. Mary's guy. Yeah.
Were you there when Candiotti was there?
I wasn't, but he came.
He's much older. He's older than me. He's old.
Yeah, he's older, but he would come work out with us in the fall and in the winter. Not in the fall, excuse me, in the winter. And he would play catch with us with the pitching staff, and he was teaching us his knuckleball. And I've never seen a ball that literally does not move. Like the laces did not move.
No rotation.
The path of the ball moved a ton. That thing danced.
Yeah,
the rotation.
Like wiffle ball, isn't it?
Do you have to have long fingers in order to throw that pitch, Tony?
I definitely think it helps. I definitely think it helps. And you're not using. And here's the thing. You're actually not using your knuckles. You're using your fingernails. Like, into the lace. Yeah, into the lace. But he was teaching us that. But it was what a great guy, by the way. He would bring us all brand new spikes a couple times he came and worked out with us. Really, really good dude. But the thing about the knuckleball is when you see the no spin, it's so mesmerizing that it takes the attention off trying to hit it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Oh, it throws you off completely. I always wondered why the Giants, at Candlestick with that windy weather, it couldn't find or trade for or develop a knuckleball pitcher, because that thing would have been dancing in that ballpark. Big time.
Totally.
I'll tell you a great story about Tom Candiotti. Played Little League with Tom. Actually, I was younger, so my brother and Tom were on the same all-star team, and they were both 12 at the time, and they were going through the state of California, and they were in the state finals up in Chico, and there was a ball. It was a 0-0 game, and there was a ball that was hit to right field that went over my brother's head, and the winning run was going to score, and my brother heaves it all the way to the plate. Actually, I think he missed the cutoff or something. I don't know, whatever happened, but he overthrew home plate. Candiotti was pitching, was behind and grabbed it and threw to the plate and nabbed the guy to preserve. And they went on to win 1-0 in that game. They went to the state final to go to the regional, and they lost 1-0 to Kearney Lansford in Santa Clara.
Ooh, dude, 1-0 ball games. Those are games you don't want to see either team lose, because obviously pitchers duel and good defense being played as well, right?
Yeah.
And you don't see many games like that anymore, right? I was looking it up. The Giants score a little over 4 runs a game, like 4.11 runs a game. That's what they average. They give up 4.5 runs a game, right? So their average games are 4 and 4, and it's like there's no such thing as a 1-0 ball game in Giants baseball this year, man. Hey, take care of a little business too. I want to let everybody know you got Carlos De La Fuente at Los_DLF on his socials, and we got Dan Cochimilio at NorCal Sports NW. Check them out both on their socials, and Dan's show on YouTube. Also, these audio versions on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. And please go to our YouTube channel at Paulie Max Particles. Like and subscribe while you're there. I want to welcome everybody on the chat. Thanks for checking in. Thanks for taking time out of your day on a Friday as we get ready for the weekend. One of the themes we wanted to talk about today, I told Dan and Los, because we love music here on the show just as much as we love sports, maybe even a tad more. I don't know, maybe even a tad more, because you're never losing with music. I don't know, but we talked about that on the show before. But I asked them to pick songs, a song that represents the Giants' first half of the season, and technically it's not the halfway mark because they're 96 games in, sitting at 41-55, just gross. So pick a song that kind of represents the first half, and then pick a song that you think will represent their second half of the season. So guys, we can dive into that. That should be a lot of fun to do today too. We'll talk a little bit of World Cup too, because I think we're all on the same side for the World Cup final on Sunday. We'll talk about that later. Don Peralta is going to join us later on in the show too, because he's a music head and he wants to get involved as well in the musical conversation. But before we get into our songs, guys, the trade deadline's coming up, right? That's what we think, 17 days away, I think it is. And there's all this chatter about Logan Webb. First of all, do you believe Buster Posey when he says they're not trading Logan Webb?
I'm hoping it's bargaining power, Chip, saying he's not on the table. If I'm Buster Posey and I'm looking at this team and I say, well, I may not be able to get rid of Devers or Chapman or Adames, but I've got this great asset in Logan Webb, and I'm not ready to win in the next year or two. And he's walking after 2 years. And if he walks, I get nothing. I'm doing what the White Sox did and traded Garrett Crochet and got 3 starters in the lineup that have turned the White Sox around. You look at the hats behind me. The Giants are near the bottom and the White Sox are near the top. And the White Sox just started this kind of rebuild. And the Giants got some good young players coming up in the system that are going to be studs. And I'm putting that timeline together, and I'm building a team that can sustainably win in the next decade for several years. Logan Webb will not be here in 2030. And if he is here in 2030, he's probably on the backside of his career.
Yeah. By the way, Red Jet Shell in the chat, Dan says, Dan talking just soothes me. That is awesome, Dan.
Thanks.
Dan, you should look into doing audiobooks, man. You should look into reading audiobooks. But I hear you. And for me, it's more of an emotional thing of I want to see Logan Webb compete for a ring. I feel like he's put in so much time as a Giant. The guy gives 200 plus innings every year. He's got a 3.86 ERA right now. He's 5-7, but that's because they don't swing the bats when he pitches. And he has had a couple bad outings, but for the most part, he's also had some bad luck in those bad outings. I want him to go to a winner and compete for a ring. And it's like, yes, a byproduct of that is to get some young talent back, right? And speaking of that young talent, Dan, I just saw Bo Davidson. They just moved Bo Davidson up to Sacramento.
Yeah,
love him.
Yeah, that's another lefty power bat, right?
Yeah,
they could bring up too. So you're right about the youth movement that they have. They have young developing talent in the minors, and it's time to flip that switch. What do you think, Los? Do you think they should trade Logan Webb, or do you first of all, do you believe Buster? First of all, that's my first question. Do you believe Buster when he says they're not trading?
No, he's supposed to say what he needs to say and not give away his hand, so to speak.
Yeah.
So, hey, everybody's got a price. Buster's job is to make the Giants as good as possible. It's not to appease Logan Webb. So, hey, the Giants have a little bit of a San Jose Sharks things going here where they got some really nice young talent. But unlike the Sharks who are going all in on the young talent, the Giants are still kind of halfway, kind of going with the vets and kind of blocking young guys from coming up. So if they traded Webb for 2 or 3 prospects, that would kind of be a signal that maybe they're going more towards the all-in thing on going with youth and growing together, and maybe not being relevant for 27 or 28, target like maybe 29 or 30.
Yeah.
Although who knows, the 86 Giants were not thought of to be a threat for the division with the young kids. Dude. How about these kids was their slogan, and they made a run for the division. So
and they won it in 87.
And Dan knows how I feel about young talent. Talent is talent, whether you're 22, whether you're 25, whether you're 28. If you have a lot of talent, it can play out very early rather than waiting 2 or 3 years for develop. So, yeah, I hope they do it, to be honest.
Yeah, I do too, man. And Pine Needle, I see you on the chat, and it's a great point that Pine Needle brings up, that trade him now and set up something to bring him back to retire as a Giant. And then maybe he goes into the front office or something because he's a local guy and loves the Giants as much as he does. Because Logan Webb, to me, is a lifer Giant, but he also deserves the chance to go play for a ring. Like if the Yankees went and picked him up, all of a sudden I'm rooting for the Yankees, and that's hard for me to do, to be honest with you. But I would do it if Logan Webb was a Yankee for damn sure. I mean, I love the kid. And there's another player I want to ask you guys about, because listen to this. I looked this up. Devers, since May 1st. Devers, since May 1st, is batting .270, 66 hits, 17 home runs, 41 RBIs, 41 runs scored in those 65 games since May 1st. Okay. I think they should also trade Devers. And he's worth a lot right now.
Yeah.
He's swinging a hot bat. His batting average is up to 249. He's worth a lot now. And you got Aldridge waiting in the wings to put at first base. What do you guys think? Do you think keep Devers or trade him? What do you think?
Oh, get rid of him, please.
Trade them all. Trade them all.
I love it, dude. Don't mince words, man.
Trade them all.
I don't mix words, as the slogan says on the logo. No homers, just truth. I'm probably not the favorite around third and king as far as what I have to say, but hey, look, I can't hold back. I've been a fan of the Giants since 1968. My goodness.
Yeah.
I think I paid my dues, was a season ticket holder. You know, if they can't take criticism, then you know what? Get a better team on this field, man. I mean, you haven't won you've won one time. One winning season in 10 years after this. 10. This isn't, I look around over the shoulder. This isn't Pittsburgh or Kansas City. I mean, this is San Francisco, the fifth largest market in baseball. And you cannot put a winning team when there's no cap. I mean, my goodness.
And we were talking about fantasy baseball a little bit earlier, guys. People have to separate fantasy baseball, fantasy sports in general, to real baseball. And by that, I mean, great. Devers is putting up some stats. They look great. They're great for his fantasy owners. Can we honestly say, if we've watched a lot of Giants games, I know Dan watches every game. God bless you. I can't do it. But how many big homers and clutch? Yeah, thank you.
oh, dude.
Right on cue. How about that?
See, everybody, this is why you have to follow Dan on YouTube at NorCal Sports NW, because this is what you're gonna get, man. And you know what, Dan? The front office needs to hear this, needs to see this, man. They need to see this kind of stuff, because it's not cool what's happening. It's not only do they stink by a large margin, and they're battling to stay out of the freaking cellar with the Rockies, which is so freaking brutal.
I got a good song for them for the first half.
Yeah.
But I was saying, with Devers and Adames, for that matter, and even throw Chapman in there when he was healthy, how many homers or clutch RBIs did those guys really have, stats wise? How many really made a difference late in games, early in games? They hit a lot of homers and get a lot of RBIs when they're down 8-0 or they're up 12-2.
Right. The meaningless home run, the meaningless solo shot.
So while their stats may look good, you get the microscope out and pay closer attention. Is it really make a difference in winning baseball games? And so far, that answer is no.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy? To that point, Los, the Giants are fourth in MLB in batting average. Okay, they're fourth in all of baseball in batting average at 256. They have the second best batting average hitter in baseball in Luis Ariz. Okay, but they're at the bottom. I think they're 25th. What is it? 25th in runs scored.
Yeah, they never walk. So, they don't take walks.
They don't take walks. They strike out a lot, and they don't have clutch hitting. They don't have guys coming through in the clutch with runners in scoring position. That's got to change, man. And I don't know. So that's where I'm looking at Devers. I will honestly, I'll stop what I'm doing and watch Devers at bats, not because I think he's going to crush one, but because I do like watching hitters that swing out of their ass, whether it's 0-0 or full count or 2 strikes. Devers, I've never seen anybody swing more out of his ass than Devers. And he's fun to watch, but he's also I don't know. He doesn't seem to be a clutch.
Yeah, that stat that you just read tells me that their batting average with men in scoring position stinks. And that's all that matters, because they strike out a lot. So you can have the fourth highest batting average in the league, and it doesn't mean much when second and third one out, that batting average drops to about 192.
Yeah.
Giants have 743 strikeouts, but that's actually the fifth fewest in MLB. But Chapman 81 strikeouts, Devers 111 strikeouts, Adames 107. So those three make up for like 27% of their strikeouts. So those three dudes are, especially Adames, man. I would probably say he's probably the most frustrating Giant in recent memory, Willie Adames.
Well, I want to ask you a question, Tony, because you're a coach.
Yeah. If
you send in a player to pinch run for your star player and he gives you no, and tells you basically,
oh, dude,
what are you doing to that player? Come on.
So we talked about this a few weeks ago when that happened. Like, this is where the Vitello factor comes in, where certain guys just don't have respect for him. And now I know Devers has come forth publicly and said, "Oh, I respect Vitello and I made a mistake and whatever." In the moment, your gut reaction, your first reaction was to behave like that, and it wasn't cool. And so I would have said, and again, who knows how they handle these superstars, right? But I would have loved to say to him, like, get your ass on the bench. And then guess what? Eldridge is playing first tomorrow,
Yeah.
Like that kind of stuff. Because if you're a baseball mind, which obviously Devers is, but the situation called for it. It was a good managerial decision.
It was a good baseball move.
Yes, that kid, Jonah Cox, is one of the fastest kids in baseball. Like, nobody's throwing that kid out. I mean, very, very few catchers are throwing that kid out. And it was a good situation. I think they were down by a run. I think it was a 2-1 game. They were down by a run. Devers walks. Devers has had hamstring issues. He was having hamstring issues when that was going on. And all of a sudden, he's going to give you crap about it. And even the umpire didn't know what was going on. The first base coach didn't know what was going on. Nobody knew what was going on. It was a total bleep show. And I just, that kind of stuff is what irks me. Like, you think about a Steph Curry, right? If the basketball equivalent, right? If Kerr were to do that, do you think Steph's going to do that to Kerr and show that kind of disrespect? Now, he might say something to Kerr, behind closed doors, or maybe just into Kerr's ear, but he's not going to do that and make this public display of disrespect. That's why I love Steph so much.
You know what I would have done to Devers if he had done that to me as his coach? He would have went to first base coach and he would have put a bag on his head like you just had, Dan. That's right.
What you could have done? You could have said, all right, Tubby, because he is Tubby. He's got a nice gut. I was like, you want it? Okay, stay on base. I'm sending you first pitch. I'm going to steal you. You want to stay in the game? You don't want to listen to my minute? You're going first pitch. And we'll see what happens. And he gets thrown out by 10 feet, and we'll see what happens. And probably
that's a great call.
And probably pulls his hammy on the way. Like, come on, man.
Well, we know he's not going head first with that belly. That's for sure. He's not going to be doing the Pete Rose.
Well, that would be like where he slides heads first and like stops and doesn't make it to the bag. Like,
like Major League. He comes up like 10 feet short. The guy takes him out.
Yeah, exactly, man. Exactly. Awesome. Hey, this is so good. This is great. Hey, we're gonna keep it positive, right? We're gonna keep it positive. So let's have some fun. So we talked about music, and Don Peralta, I see you in the green room. If you want to jump in here too, buddy, come on in. Music choices for the first half of the season, like something that represents and this is I don't know if you can find a positive. Great. I'll go first. Just to set the tone, and you guys can follow me. So, and I have the record just to show so I love the band 311. Okay. Band 311. They're from Lincoln, Nebraska, but they moved out to LA, and they got like a whole mishmash type of style of music, some funk and rock and reggae and stuff. But they have a song called Beautiful Disaster. And that for me is the song that represents the Giants' first half. It's a beautiful disaster because you have these little beautiful gems inside of a disastrous first half. right? You've got the Louisa Rice, you've got the Casey Schmidt, you've got the Jung Hoo Lee, you got the Bryce Eldridge. But then you have this 41-55 disastrous record. You got this bullpen that stinks. You got this pitching staff that is fifth worst in MLB. So that's my song. And the song actually is about the lead singer breaking up with a girl because she's a beautiful disaster. Like, I can't handle you. I can't. And I feel like I'm dating the Giants and I can't let them go, even though they're a disaster. Right. And that's the struggle. Like, it's letting go of Giants baseball. I can't.
Yeah,
I love baseball too much. I love baseball too much. You know?
Yeah.
So I picked Beautiful Disaster because Jesus H is it a disaster, but there are so many little nuggets in there that can be cherished and appreciated, and you look forward to seeing more of those. But 41-55, guys, that's my song for the first half. So
love it. Love it.
Go ahead, Danny.
All right. I'm going to see if I can share the screen. I'm going to come up with this right here.
Nice. Go for it. Let's go for it, Dan.
Oh, it didn't pop up. I guess I can't share. Hold on. I guess it's not. Let me see if it's sharing.
Yeah, I saw it for a sec there, Dan. I saw it pop up.
Did it pop up there?
I can share it. You know what? I can share it. Let me see if I can share it. There we go.
Highway to hell.
Oh, Dan, you are killing me today.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Oh, is that Vitello in the front with Angus Young? Oh my God, man. Yes. Okay. Dan, what led you to this decision?
Oh man, everything was a disaster. How about leading the league in blown saves? I think in the 9th inning, it might be the most blown saves in the first half in over 50 years or something crazy like that.
Mm-hmm.
The Devers situation. What was the other controversy? I've already forgot about it. There was
the pride hack.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, it was just like, I mean, it's just, could you get any worse publicity?
Dan, throw in the Gatorade baths, throw in the bump and grind in center field.
Yeah, Willie Adames. Yeah, just with Mookie Betts screwing around with him and forgets how many outs there are.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Yes.
Jeez.
Yeah. So there, I'm on a highway to hell.
Nice.
Oh, Dan, next time maybe make the selection with the bag on your head too. That would have added the bag on the head and AC/DC Highway to Hell. That bag is. Oh, Dan, next time you come on if you join Paulie next week while I'm out, please start the show with the bag on your head.
Yeah, I'm gonna add Dom's sticker right here.
Yeah,
nothing to like. It's going right up here soon.
Beautiful.
Somebody in the chat said I think wanted to see that, so I may step out, and I think I got it over here on my desk. I may, after Los goes, I got to hear what he has to say. I'll go grab the sticker and put it on the bag.
Yeah, when Dom comes on, he can show the sticker. It's a great sticker. You took the nothing like it logo that they've had for like 4 years.
I know.
And I respect there's people in the Giants marketing department that I know personally, and I respect, and they do a good job. But I remember they would email me saying, "Hey, here's our slogan for the year. Use this on all of your Giants promos." And I'm like, okay. And every year it changed. And then for this first time that it didn't change from nothing like it, I was like, I went to my boss at the time. I was like, they're going the same slogan again? And he goes, yeah. And then the third year, I'm like, they're doing it again? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, all right. Nothing like it. Here we go. And then Dom changed it to nobody likes it. It's freaking beautiful.
It's not like the Warriors, strength in numbers where they're actually a championship team. Nothing like it when you're this shitty.
Yes.
Pretty hard to keep running it back.
Yeah,
100% agree. 100% agree. And by the way, the chat is on fire with songs. Boulevard of Broken Dreams I saw by Apex Sports Network. I saw I Gotta Get Away by Lenny Kravitz from Red Jet Shell. Loser by Dangerous Toys from Arkansas Dave. Seth Myers. Oh, what's up, Seth? Seth, that's our intern. Seth says Live and Let Die. He says My Friend of Misery. Red Jet Shell, Cruel Summer. Gravy says Blackout by Scorpions. This is really good stuff, man.
Telling you, when music's brought in, It takes it to another level.
You're
I
not
love
kidding, man. You are not kidding. And you know what's funny? Paulie and I were talking about like how music should always be a part of our show. We always want to make sure music's a part of our show because like when a team wins a big game, what do? They go to the clubhouse and they pump music and they start dancing. They start partying. So it's like music is always an accompaniment to anything that you want to celebrate in life, I feel. So, happy birthday. You sing happy birthday, right? You do music all the time. So Los, your turn. You got Beautiful Disaster 311. You got Highway to Hell AC/DC. You're up, buddy.
Yeah, and if you remember when I did my musical assignment, I talked about how professional athletes listen to music before they actually play the game as motivation. Right. It's not the other way around. It's not the other way around. They listen to music. So
absolutely, Los, music. When I was playing in high school basketball, I had a routine for every game. I'd go home after school. I'd take a nap, get my power nap in about an hour, and then I'd get up. And I didn't want to be full stuff, so I had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, little carbs, little protein, and then I'd drive down in my '65 Mustang to the gym.
Oh, you had a '65 Mustang? You never told me that.
Mustang, yeah.
Look at you. Look at you.
It wasn't mine. It was in the family. It just got passed down.
Nice.
65 Mustang, and I had the 8-track, and I put in the 8-track, and I'd put in Chicago.
8-track.
Wow. Yeah, an 8-track. Nice. You remember an 8-track?
I remember 8-tracks.
You don't remember an 8-track, Los? You ain't that much younger than me. Come on.
I do. I'm kidding.
Okay. But I plugged in every time. It was Chicago, Feeling Stronger every day. That's the song that
nice.
Those horns would get going. I just get pumped up, and I'd be driving down Clayton Road and, getting ready to, and I just got all pumped up for the, and
it's very motivational.
And then of course, warm ups, you got the music and all that.
I mean, what's become a big thing in youth sports or youth baseball, I should say, is the kids now, they do walk-up music.
Walk-up music,
yeah. And the kids get really excited to pick their songs to maybe change their, like if a kid's like slumping, they'll contact me and say, "Hey, coach, can I change my walk-up song?"
I love it.
Like, that's great. But it's good because they get into a little good headspace as they're walking up to the plate. I'm all for it, So the walk-up music has become a big thing, and I love the tradition of walk-up music in baseball.
I love walk-up music. I think one of the most exciting things back in the Giants World Series year of 2002, I remember being at games and just Rob Nen coming out of the pen to smoke on the water.
Yes.
Oh, was that awesome?
Yes. Well,
oh man, I just love that.
Proves my point. Yeah. Trevor Hoffman's music. I mean, just proves my point. Absolutely.
Oh, Brian Wilson coming into to House of Pain, right? Yes, and it's or who's that reliever for he was with the Mets, and he had that the song on trumpet. Oh God, it was last year, or was it 2 years ago? It was really good, but they would turn the lights down. I was like, look at this presentation. Like, this is incredible. But you better,
Tony. That may be a Tony's top 3 or a topic for another show. Everybody's walk-up music if they were a baseball player.
Oh
we could definitely dive into that. But so as far as my song, me and Dan did not collaborate before the show. Trust me, we did not. But I think we're on the same page to kind of go comedy with a song because we love to laugh here in PMP. Yeah. So I went Dire Straits, Money for Nothing.
Oh,
basically the Giants shelved out a whole lot of money and they didn't get much, basically nothing. So money ain't for nothing, but the chicks are free.
Oh, dude, that is. And here, I'll share. Hey, I just searched Money for Nothing, and this is the first image that came up. Right here, that's from the music video. If you remember the video, Money for Nothing, dude. You are
money for nothing.
And the no salary cap thing, like they got to get a cap. And it's like, I thought it was actually really funny during the All-Star game where they were talking about like how, baseball is never going away. There was they did something on the field and they started talking about how baseball is never going away. And I was like, hello, there's probably going to be a stoppage next year. What do you mean it's not going away? If there's no salary cap, they need to have a stoppage, which it sucks, but I don't know what to do. This is a great Great choice, Los. And
Thanks.
it speaks to what's happening with the Giants. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Kind of in baseball in general. Like, there's
Yeah.
a lot of ugly contracts out there. But yeah, I think that labor union, not to go too much on that, but it's gonna get pretty ugly. I don't think the players union is gonna go for a salary cap. That could be a long stoppage. But it needs to be done. You're right. You're absolutely right. It needs to be done ASAP.
Yeah, I don't. The players have hold all the cards. They're like,
they do.
Why would they agree to anything right now? They're like, what are you talking about? It's going great. All the players are making it, like you said, there's some crooked or sideways contracts that I can't believe they're happening, but it needs to happen for teams to be able to compete.
Right.
I mean, you got to spread it out somehow. Like, you can't let the Dodgers and the Yankees continue to just keep spending and spending and spending. And they've exposed that loophole of deferring the salaries. And again, the Dodgers aren't doing anything illegal. It's just that the rules stink and the rules need to be changed, in my opinion. So, you got to actually tip your cap to the Dodgers for like, oh, what if we just deferred salaries? What if we just deferred this till, like, Shohei's going to be getting paid till his grandkids are going to be getting paychecks from the Dodgers. I don't know.
The Dodgers stole that idea from Dan Cochimilio, secure money. You should have trademarked that like I told you to, buddy.
Hell yeah. Hey, really quick on that note, Dan is one of our partners on the show and Secure Money. And Dan, thank you for partnering with us on the show, buddy. And I hope that all is going well so far in Secure Money. But Dan's been going on this for 26 years, 27 years, Dan?
20, give or take a year or two. I mean, if you technically, it goes all the way back to 97, but really started on my own in 2000.
Yeah, see, and you went out on your own, which is a roll of the dice. But look at you now, 26 years later. That's fantastic. You rolled the dice, but you also get to call your own shots, which is the coolest thing. And Dan called his own shot by partnering with us on the show, which we greatly appreciate, Dan. And Dan is here right now to talk about that. There's members of the PNP Familia that have called up Dan and said, hey, I need to talk to you about my situation. One of those people being our very own Paulie Mack. And so, Dan, if you wouldn't mind just sharing with the crowd, like, what's been going on with you and Paulie behind the scenes?
Yeah. Just working, helping Paulie out, when he was his days with Cumulus, and got a 401k, looking to maybe do something with that to better it, and putting him in a position to, help him out for retirement, for future growth and protection of the assets, all that kind of stuff. So, it's a great opportunity to work with Paulie. I had a chance to work with Patty and Corinne in the chat. Hey, Los D right there below. I did his trust for him and Sonia.
Nice.
And so anybody needs a trust or needs help with their IRA, 401k investments, want to make sure you get good growth without the risk of losing a lot of it due to market corrections, just reach out to me.
Dan, what I love too is for the 401k is something that's easy to just kind of put to the side and almost not forget about it, but kind of like just need to be reminded. You need to be reminded of it, I feel like, because it does its own thing. But with the guys like Paulie and myself who are not financial guys, we need somebody like you to be like, hey, you've got this, and it's good that you got this, but it could be even better. You could turn it into more. And so, Dan, thank you so much for taking care of Paulie. I'll be giving you a call as well. But call Dan if you're looking for some help at 888-960-SAFE, 888-960-7233, or email Dan at dan@securemoney.com. Dan, thanks again for the partnership. We can roll on with the show, but really appreciate you as a partner. Los D, appreciate you as a partner as well, my brother.
Yes,
with
sir.
Barrett Financial. Los D, moving on up, as they say in like the Jeffersons, dude.
Moving on up.
Yeah, dude.
To the east side. And he is on the east side, man.
Sign my own long-term contract, so I'm a hypocrite. but it wasn't for 137 million. I still have
No.
to close deals. Actually, it's not
Oh,
guaranteed.
geez.
I actually still have to perform and close.
Wouldn't that be
deals.
great, man? Wouldn't that
Oh,
be great
God,
if
wouldn't
you
it?
just got a 5-6 year deal and you got paid whether you produced or not?
Oh God,
That'd be nice.
that's what blows my mind. Is like you get paid guaranteed
Regardless.
contracts, like guaranteed
I mean,
contracts.
think about this.
Yeah.
Look, I'll be honest. I'm human.
Mhm.
If I had that comfort, I'm probably not giving it my all
Totally.
as I would if
Yep.
I had to prove myself to get paid next year.
Yep.
I mean, man,
That completely changed sports. Is once
Yeah.
you put in that, and there are a few guys that are wired great to no matter what they make, they're going to still work hard. They're still going to work on their craft and try to be better players. But 80 to 90% of them, they got that money coming in, no matter how poorly they play, no matter how much they get hurt, no matter who they play for. So yeah, it's just you're right, Dan. It is a human thing, and it's very easy to just not work at it, knowing you're going to get paid. So that's a lot of fans' beef. Me and Dan are finance guys, so we kind of look at those contract and finances a little bit more than just the average fan that says it's not my money.
Right.
Actually, it kind of
remember-
is. Have you seen
remember
prices
back
at
in
the stadium?
day, Willie Mays, McCovey, they used to have 1 year deals.
Mhm.
100,000.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and you look at their baseball card, and they were consistently the same year after year after year. You got guys now, hitting 290, and then the next year they hit 220. What the hell's that?
And those are the superstars.
Right.
And it's the
Right.
same for pitchers.
Well,
You knew what you were getting from Koufax and Gibson and Carlton and Nolan Ryan every year on the back of their baseball card. Pretty much the same stats, and they were
How
healthy.
How about the thought that the Giants are supposed to have Devers until 2033?
Yeah.
Plus,
Those-
if you want some more controversy on Devers,
Yeah.
come over to NorCal Sports Network. I don't think the dude's 29. I think he's more like 33, 34 already.
Nice, Dan. Nice. I love it. Conspiracy theories ahoy. I'm a big conspiracy theory guy. Where there's smoke, there's fire, Dan. That's all I
I
gotta
love
say.
it.
That's
Yeah,
all
I
got.
call him Old Man Devers.
Yeah. Hey, Don Peralta, you're in the green room, dude. I see you. We need a song from you, dude. Pop on in and give us a song for the first half. Okay, pop on in.
What's up,
There
guys?
it is. What's up, Dom?
Donnie.
How you doing?
Howdy. Hey, Dan. Hey, Los. How you guys doing?
What's going
Hey,
on?
Dom. Good.
Well,
See you,
Dan,
man.
I'm glad you got your stickers. I've got a
Yes.
whole pile
Thank
of them.
you
If anybody
for
needs them.
sending those.
Dom, hold that up one more time so people can just that. Look at that thing. I mean, and dude, haven't you put those up guerrilla style around? Well, not you.
Yeah.
Somebody has.
Someone-
put them up.
Somebody allegedly posted about 100 of them around the ballpark, and there's still.
I think it was this guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It was him.
Dude, that gets
Absolutely.
me. Oh,
Dom,
damn, that
Dom,
gets-
what if you help make up about 40 of those bags for August 14th?
Yeah,
Oh, my
so
God.
I would be down.
You want to
do it.
talk about
Actually,
a statement?
Yes, let's do it. Are
Um,
you going, Los? Are you out of town?
Unfortunately, I'm not. I'm out of
You
town.
got another
That-
anniversary or
that-
something?
No, wifey's birthday is that.
Oh, I knew
day.
it was something. I
Is
remember
that
something.
day. I can get away for everything, but not
Hey,
anniversaries.
you know what?
or wedding
Send her
or
over.
birthdays.
Send her. Just tell her you're going. Send her over here. Spend the night with Mika. She's got to work Saturday morning. Mika doesn't drive yet, so have Sonia take her, and they can go do a ladies'
right.
there
weekend,
you go.
and
Good
we'll
luck.
be up there doing baseball. She'll go for it.
Spa
Oh.
weekend.
Hey,
Right.
by the way, in the chat, people are saying they would absolutely wear that. I just saw Noemi Catalina says I would absolutely wear that.
Noemi would be leading the pack.
Hell yeah.
Sure.
Actually, Los, it's funny you said that. Robot Centaur Fareed and I were texting, I think it was last night, about making shirts for it. I just wanted, I want to be careful about the sensitivity and Paulie and Tony's relationship with the Giants, but I would be all about it.
Very
So-
true.
Let's have a
Yeah.
chat about this, Dom, because there's probably a stealth way we could do this, right?
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
maybe you just you pick your spots on when you bring the shirt to the game
Yeah.
and just pick your spot,
Yeah.
maybe when you're going to the bathroom.
To the bathroom
okay?
or the concession stands.
Yeah,
Or we
the
could do a
concessions.
cheer
Good
card.
call, T. Good
Yeah.
call.
Like the
All right.
cheer card behind you, Tony, we could do grateful on one side and nobody likes it on the other.
Totally. totally. I mean, hey, because you're grateful for Arise and Jung Hoo and Schmidt and Eldridge and those guys, and nobody likes it. The strikeouts of Adames, the pitching staff, the errors. They are third worst in defensive percentage. They have They've made the third most errors in baseball. Don't get me started on the defense. And so you can pick your spots about where to. And by the way, Dom, you should start slapping those stickers in all the urinals.
Yeah. Dom on the back of the bag, put money for nothing. Dire Straits.
Maybe you should make some of those things, those deodorant things for the urinals, and put the logo right in there. It'd be the target.
Yeah, totally.
Target. Target. Oh my god. So Dom, what you got, man? First half of the season. Give us a song that represents the first half of the season. 41 and 55. Your San Francisco Giants battling to stay out of the cellar.
I had a few. So I had to narrow it down. I saw Woods put one of the ones that was on my list in the chat, Down in a Hole, Alice in Chains. I think that's a great representation for the first half. Paulie might have gone with Broke Down Palace.
Yeah.
Sad but True, classic Metallica songs, perfect for it. But I decided to go with this.
What you got?
Run DMC, Hard Times.
Dude,
nice.
Wait a second.
Buster in Manasian. I love it. Look at that.
That's great. That's great, Tommy.
I had to Photoshop this real quick because it popped in my head this morning, and I was like, "It's too good. They have to be on the cover." So,
and your Photoshop skills are amazing. That actually looks like them wearing that gear.
It wasn't too hard. I found perfect poses that lined up. So yeah,
dude, Dom, save that and please show that to Paulie next week.
I will.
That is gold. And you could do run. What would be the letters instead of DMC?
Yeah, we could
run BPZ or something.
Yeah, something like that. Yep.
Because Buster Posey and Zach. But that is phenomenal, and it is hard times, man.
Absolutely. It just that song is about hard times. There's some real stuff there, and the first half has just been so difficult. Like you guys kind of listed all the issues, not only on the field stuff, off the field stuff. It just hasn't been Giants baseball brand. They've lost their way. Tony, you touched on it earlier. The whole nothing like it turns into nobody likes it. The reason I came up with that is because of not just the brand, not just the play on the field, but they're doing something with that department that they've never done. This is the fourth year of the same slogan, and it's coming back for a fifth. By the way, it's coming back again.
No.
Yeah,
no way.
They have to change that. They have to.
Yeah, the only way to do it is push back on it. It's like we're sick and tired of it. It's like do something different that represents this still feels like the Gabe Farhan era of branding.
And it shows that you don't care.
Right. Yeah.
And the fans shouldn't care more than the actual employees of the team. I mean, it should be equal, if not more, because they're working for the franchise, and they benefit from a successful franchise. So
who the hell is the marketing director with the Giants? Can we get Don Peralta to take over that job, please?
Los, they're a great team. So
they are.
They're awesome. Unfortunately, they signed a contract in the marketing branding world that most companies don't. They signed a 5-year exclusivity deal with a brand new firm that spun out from another group that was in the city. I kind of dug into the background of this because it's like my world, right? That's how I work. And so it's a unique story. It's kind of unheard of in sports, and I don't want to say they got fleeced because I don't really know the firm that did it, but I know their history came from some of the branding programs like Got Milk and some of the big large corporate
the people that did the Nothing Like It.
The same firm in the city. They have an office in the city, and then a couple individuals from that company kind of sidebarred and started their own thing when they got this Giants contract because it was such a big contract.
Hey Don too. I also want to say that I do know some people in the marketing department as well, and they are great people, and they're
Totally.
good. They've been good at their job for years.
Absolutely.
So they're
But
handcuffed. They're handcuffed.
Right. They're
basically.
handcuffed, but they also, like you said, Dom, this is kind of like, look, we joked around about fans making a revolution and stopping stop attending games to kind of force the issue of a stoppage and salary cap and all that stuff. It's really impossible to do because people love going to baseball games, but somebody in the marketing department needs to raise a stink about this. It needs to kind of just risk whatever for showing that, like, you can't go a fifth year with the same slogan. You can't show the fans, oh my God, we're going to run this out again after a dog-ass season. I mean, 41 and 55. I mean, even if they have an incredible second half, they're hoping to finish at 500, which is not going to happen. And then, like Dan and I were talking about, and Los and I were talking about earlier in the show, next year's not going to be much better. So it's hard times. And by the way, Dom, where did you find a Buster Posey expression like that?
It's from one of the press conferences he did in the dugout. So he was in the dugout. This was perfect. Let me look at the date on it.
It was incredible, dude.
Yeah, it was around the time of the Pride Day. I think it may have been from that interview that he had done that day.
Okay.
And then the Zach one is straight off the Giants website. So
that's incredible, dude.
Spot
incredible.
on, Dom. Spot on.
One more time, just to get one final peek. That's incredible. Save that, Dom. I'll save it as well. Save that. That is a gold. That's gold right there. And
you know what? As bad as this slogan is, it's not the worst Giants slogan of all time. That, I think, distinction belongs to the year they decided to give up a bunch of night games. Their slogan was real grass, real sunshine, real baseball. Like, what 9-year-old came up with that one?
Oh my God.
And they actually ran with it.
Was that after they took the AstroTurf out?
That might have been 85 when they lost 100 games. I don't know. I got to go back and remember, but yeah, I remember that slogan. Yeah, they took out turf, I think, in the early 80s.
God, man, that's I don't know. We've had some great Giant seasons. We've had some really, really brutal Giant seasons, and this season is up there with one of the worst that we've had in a long time. And again, that's why I picked the song "Beautiful Disaster" by 311 because of there are good things happening within the show. I mean, within the team. Excuse me, and like. I don't want them to trade a Rise, and I keep hearing everybody talking about that. They're going to trade a Rise. They're going to trade a Rise. I feel like that guy, and I know his value has skyrocketed since he came to the Giants, but he has said flat out he would stay with the Giants because he wants to play second base. But now he's come out and said that he's up for a trade if he's allowed to play second base. I would love it if they would make an effort to keep him and build around him and Bryce Eldridge and the youth, and then you got Bo Davidson coming up to Sacramento. You got other talent in the farm system, and then revamp the pitching because again, they score over 4 runs a game. The Nationals lead MLB in runs scored at 5.3 runs a game. The Giants score 4.1.
Go with the
runs a game,
headline.
And then the
turn.
And then I'm going to mute Dan for a sec, and then the pitching staff gives up 4.5 runs a game. So that's what it needs to be. That's what it needs. If you're scoring 4 runs a game, you should not be 41 and 55.
Yes, absolutely. Right. And Tony, you talk about the ups and downs of a baseball season over the last 30, 40 years. We talked off air. That's why baseball is so much like life.
Yes.
A lot of ups and downs. You just got to get through those downs. And all you got to do is just as long as fans see efforts to improve, I think they will live with it. But when they don't, and they stay with the same ways, then that's when I think fans get frustrated.
100%, dude. 100%. It's just show us that you care. Yeah. Show us that you like that you want. And Buster, that's what's so confusing with the whole thing is Buster. Think about he's a gamer, dude. Like the guy.
Yeah.
And I loved Buster as a player because he didn't get caught up in all the BS and didn't get caught up in being a showman and didn't do any talking. He just let his play do the talking. But I think Buster is very, very frustrated, and he's got to be questioning about whether or not he should have taken this job in the first place.
Buster was the catcher when the Giants had so many dominant relievers, not just
Mhm.
closers, but 7th, 8th inning guys, setup guys.
Mhm.
Nobody knows more the importance of closing the game, especially when starters cannot go more than 7 innings
Yep.
than him. So for him to actually go in with what he went in with this year is shocking.
Oh, yeah, it's just brutal. It's just brutal. So, hey, we can turn the page and look ahead.
Yep.
Okay. To the second half and music because again, if you're just joining the show, I asked the guys on the show, Don Peralta, Carlos De La Fuente, and Dan Cochemilio. Also, thanks again, you guys, for joining the show. Paulie Mac on vacation today, celebrating a birthday up in the coast of Oregon, Astoria, Oregon, site of the filming of the movie Goonies. But we were trying to do music to align with the Giants season so far. And so we did first half songs, and we had Beautiful Disaster 311. We had Highway to Hell, AC/DC from Dan. We had Money for Nothing from Carlos De La Fuente. And Dom, what was your selection again?
Hard Times.
Oh, yeah, Hard Times. Jeez, of course, Hard Times. Run DMC.
Great song.
Run BPZ, dude. Run BPZ.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
there you go.
Run BPZ, Hard Times. And now now we got the second half, and it's not technically the half because they're 96 games in, but second half they're coming back. And if you could pick a song to kind of represent what you think the second half is going to be, what you think will represent the second half. So who wants to go first? I went first last time. So who wants to go first? Any of you three, go for it. Love it.
So I'm going to stay with the comedy routine. So I had a tie actually for second, but Noemi said it in the chat. One of the songs I was going to do was Johnny Hates Jazz, Shattered Dreams.
Dude.
Now you're giving me nothing but a shattered dream.
Oh my God.
So I saw Naomi pick that. I'm like, damn, man. Me and her
That's
think
a great
a lot alike on a whole bunch of stuff. So
Yeah.
that one's eliminated, but I had to throw it out there and give her recognition for that. So my second one is straight for the casual fans, and not for us real baseball fans, but this is towards the casual fans that think they know stuff and they don't. And the song is by the Doobie Brothers, What a Fool Believes.
Oh, dude.
Nice.
Nice.
In the second half, you go ahead and believe what you want to believe about the front office. What a fool believes. So I'm gonna stay with that.
Wow.
Great choice.
Comedy.
A comedy. And dude, Michael McDonald, by the way, give me some. Anytime you want to throw Michael McDonald's in the freaking mix, dude, I am a fan. Let me see if I can. Oh, come on. Will this load? I'm trying to get an image.
I have not seen him in concert. I'd love to see him.
I would too. Actually, I would too.
Him and James Ingram have one of my absolute favorite songs of all time. Yama Be There.
Oh, dude, Yama Be
There. Oh, I love that. Yama Be There. I was just listening to that the other day, Los.
By Quincy Jones. Just a phenomenal song. I love Michael McDonald and James.
Michael McDonald, you guys should check out the Yacht Rock documentary done by it's produced by that guy in Boston. Who's the writer? Bill Simmons. He helped produce it.
Yep.
And the Michael McDonald footage in the documentary is fantastic because he talks about, I had no clue that my career would have a resurgence after the 80s and all the music, and it's in a genre that didn't really, the label at least didn't exist in the 80s. Now it's come back as yacht rock, and he's like, I'm all for it, man. And so, and then Paulie and I tried to do a few Michael McDonald songs for different spoof songs, or whatever you want to call them, tribute songs, and trying to do Michael McDonald's vocals is
tough. Yeah,
really tough, man, because he's that, it's not even like falsetto, I don't even know what it is, but it's so freaking talented. So What a Fool Believes. Great freaking call, dude. Great call. All right, Dom, Dan, who's up?
Go ahead, Dom. I'm working on something right now.
Ooh, okay, Dan's producing.
Nice. I love it. Heck yeah, Dan.
That's great.
I've got a couple options. So, couple runners up were Children of the Grave, Black Sabbath. That came up. Time to Move On, Tom Petty. Those. So I'm kind of trying to think of like where can we go next. So the one that kind of bubbled up the most was The Kids Are All Right by The Who. So
I had that one too, man. That's good. That was one of my finalists.
Yeah, I love that song. The Who, timeless band, fantastic song. But I really want the second half to focus on bringing up the kids. So
Yeah.
like if they had to redo a slogan and like bring back an old one, I had mocked up something a while ago. Let's see if I could find it.
Hey, while you're looking, Dom, I'll tell you
Yeah.
right now, I would have no problem if the marketing department wanted to bring back the slogan, "You gotta like these kids."
There you go. That's exactly where I'm going with it,
Oh,
Sean. But then
dude.
just do it
I
again.
love it. 2.0.
So
Yes.
yeah, that
That's
was
great.
1986, I want to say.
Yep.
Yeah, that was.
I have this button. I took a photo of it and just added 2.0 at the bottom of it. That was a fantastic slogan. Actually, the 80s slogans were all great. The marketing back then was awesome. So yeah, I want them to kind of go down this route. Like the fan base is smart enough. People love baseball here so much that we could work with a rebuild. Like that, I think people will go all in on it, and we don't need to be
Hey, they're
masked
showing
with a
up
bunch
now,
of veterans.
Dom,
Yeah.
for a lousy team.
Right.
I can't stand that narrative that says that
Same.
the Giants fan base will not accept that. They're so wrong. The
Mhm.
Giants, the Bay Area fan base in general, loves young homegrown players.
Right.
Oh,
They
totally.
will go all in on them over
Yeah.
overpaid veterans. So I've never understood, our fan base will not accept that. We can't do that. That's
Los,
BS.
think of my favorite guy, Brandon Crawford.
Yeah, your boy.
Right
Yeah.
there, my guy, born and raised in the Bay Area. Like,
Right.
I mean, I do. Well, we don't have to get into it, but I love me some Crawford. But you're right, Los. You're absolutely right. And also, I mean, I don't. Most people don't geek out on like minor league baseball, like maybe some of us do.
Mhm.
First of all, if you get a chance to go to a San Jose Giants game,
Yeah.
do it. Just do
Yeah.
it. Don't think twice. Just do it. It is so much fun. They're so family friendly and kid friendly down there too.
Yeah.
Also, if you get a chance to go to an Oakland Ballers game, do that because they're doing great stuff at Raimondi Park in West Oakland.
Totally.
And it's pure. I'm not saying MLB is not pure, but I'm saying it is pure baseball where it's just for the love of the game. You're going out there. But San Jose Giants, you get a chance to see these kids that are, they're scraping by financially and living on couches, 4 guys in one in a 2-bedroom apartment, trying to make their way through the minor league system. And it's really, really fun to watch.
Oh,
But
it's
if you
total blast.
right, it really is. But geek out on minor league baseball, you can see that there is talent up the pipeline coming up.
Yep.
So
Shout out the Rookie movie.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Great movie.
Hey, Los, I have that queued up for my flight, by the way.
Watch it.
Nice.
Watch it on the plane.
Yep, I'm
But
watching it on the plane.
Tony, think about this: like Brandon Crawford, Omar Vizquel.
Yeah.
If you talk to baseball fans, they'll say
Mhm.
Omar Vizquel, better glove, maybe better player. You talk to Giants fans, they're going to take Brandon Crawford every day. Why? He's a homegrown talent that grew up with the team. That proves my point. And I got a lot of evidence more than that. So I don't agree with the Giants front office about trying to spin it that way.
Yeah.
Dude,
We would love young guys.
Madison Bumgarner, Tim Lincecum, Matt Cain, Buster Posey,
Pablo.
right? All of them
Yep.
came up through the Giants system. Like,
Right.
I'll never forget the day they drafted Buster Posey. I was thrilled
Yep.
because I followed him in college, and I was like, "This kid's a stud, man!" And he played shortstop
And
for
close.
Florida State, and was a closer. Yeah, and was a closer before he went behind the dish, and then he becomes a Hall of Fame catcher. Dude, the guy's incredible. It's just isn't it hard to watch Buster's like struggle's the wrong word. Find his way in the front office position. Isn't it hard to watch?
I think struggle is the right word. If you look at his facial expression and his body language on these interviews, and he's getting grilled. He's getting grilled pretty hard, and he's just not used to that because he didn't speak a lot as a player, and now he's forced to have to be the front man. I don't know why his right hand man doesn't do more of the interview to take that pressure off of Buster, because that's not his strength, and he's very, very uncomfortable at answering some of these questions.
Good point, Los. He's, you look at his face, he's aging faster than my Buster, my dog, who's 7 years per every year, man. Right?
He does not want to be there.
Wait, time out. Dan, your dog's name is Buster?
It is, yeah.
That's
nice.
phenomenal.
9 years old too, yeah.
Hey, Dan, you need to make a dog-sized bag to put under your dog's head.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man. That's.
But Los, you bring up a very good point. That I would say, if you asked Buster when he was playing, what he loathed most about being a major league player was having to do interviews, having to do media, because he just wanted to play ball. That's all he wanted to do, is play ball. And we used to go, Shannon Kaler and I, he worked for me in the creative department at KBR, and he and I every year would go down to the Giants clubhouse in February when they would do the media day, and they would bring players into us all day long, and we had liners for each player to read. Some players made a total blast of it. Other players couldn't get through it fast enough, and they sucked at doing it. And I get it. It's the last thing they want to do. The last thing they don't want to see us.
Yeah.
So I would always try. What's that?
I'm sorry. I've heard through the grapevine, Buster's got a really great personality when he knows you with his teammates behind the scenes.
Yes.
Like, remember he did that commercial with Romo about Spanish?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, por favor, me quiero.
Yeah.
Like, that was classic. That you saw a little bit of his personality, but I think when he's talking to the media or to total strangers, I think
he's a great dude.
He turtles up. Yeah, I'm really pulling for him to turn this around.
Yeah, he's a great guy. He just really, I think, it's a challenge, and he's not the, type of guy. He's not like a Brian Sabian, a real guy that has this persona that just will destroy you, just like eat you alive.
Right.
And you kind of got to be that.
You have to
think
be.
about it. What he's really is, he's one of 30 top salespeople, and that's not his personality. You got to be able to sell when you're a GM. Look at the dude down in San Diego. It's tripping, my mind's slipping real quick. The GM, we hear him all the time. What's the Padres? Preller, AJ Preller. Wheeler, man. The guy makes moves quickly, gets in front of other teams. You gotta be a salesperson. You gotta be like a man, Los, man. The dude. I tried to make a trade in fantasy with Los. Dude is, man, like. Family feud. You give a good trade, and then he comes back with asking for a whole nother player that wasn't in the deal to try to get this guy squeezed in.
I played to win the game.
Nice.
Win the game. You not only got to be a salesperson, but you got to be cold. You can't get too close to the players because you may have to release them, and you may have to cut them. You may have to trade them.
And you may have to be a little Los and a little Dan too, right? Like, this guy, I hate giving this guy up. I don't really want to give this guy up. Deep down, you're like, I hope he bites on that.
Right. You didn't want to trade me Davis Martin from the White Sox, and then you end up releasing him a few weeks later, you clown.
I should have traded him for when you offered me Logan Gilbert, but doggone it.
Yeah, there you go. You snooze.
It's the game within the game. I mean, that's why I love the game of baseball, because the mental game inside the game, like the games that are being played mentally from manager to manager, pitcher to hitter, hitter to pitcher, all of it. It's my favorite sport for many reasons. But
it's a great sport. Yeah, it's a phenomenal sport.
It's incredible.
I got my song for the second half too.
Nice. And Tom, what was yours again?
Oh, mine. The kids are all right. The Who.
The kids are all right.
The Who. Yeah,
I like that.
I was listening to that last night because I was deciding, do I want to go with that one? I'm glad I didn't. So
nice.
Got it covered.
Yeah, you got to
go for it, Dan. What you got?
All right, I gave you a little graphic there. You can put that up. I gave you the album cover, and I'm going to send you the next one after you put that one up. Did you get it?
Went away. It went away for a second.
It went away?
Yeah. Can you put it back in there? And then Dom, look for it in the green room as well.
Yeah, totally.
Let's see. There it is. Did it
Here
come
it comes. Yeah, there it is. Dom's got it. Cool. Oh, nice.
Yeah. Now, there's a time to contend and a time to rebuild. All right. I'm hoping they go for the rebuild.
Yes.
And I gave a little actual thumbnail here that I just had some fun with. So I will put this one up and you can replace it with this one.
Nice. Tom, you got it?
Yep. Oh, there you go.
Look at this, dude. This is great.
All right. That means everybody in that picture I want out of the organization, including you, Larry Bear.
Oh, hey, Dan, I second that emotion.
Yeah.
Yes, it is time. If you want to talk about time to turn the page, it is time for LB to hit the road. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's time.
And I had to throw in Webby there just because he brings value. But
Yep.
The other three, you got the unholy trinity. I call them Chapman, Adamas, and Devers. And I got Devers dressed up there because he's really old man Devers to me. He's not 29.
I like the silver hair. That's
I don't
good.
believe you can be 29 and have that be that out of shape. I just don't. And the Dominicans famous for guys, falsifying their age to get the big contract.
Sure.
The guy was swinging in April like he was 49, but he missing 93-mile fastballs right down the middle. Like couldn't catch up to him. Maybe he's starting to round into shape. Maybe that's why he gets himself in shape after uses spring training in April. He does nothing in the off season. Maybe comes over.
To your point about players and the guaranteed money, and then being human and not giving 100%. Like now, I'm curious, and I'm not making any accusation. I'm just curious if Devers is turning it on a little bit because he's trying to get hopes to get traded. And is like, okay, I can maybe go to a contender. I'm going to really, because he has turned it on. I said he's batting 270 since May 1st with 17 home runs. So he's swinging a hot bat, and he's raised his average to 249. But it's like, I wonder if subconsciously he's like, trade deadline's coming up. He doesn't speak to the media, so we have no idea what he's thinking.
Right.
But I wonder if that's, I don't know, somewhere in there with the trade deadline limit.
Yeah, Larry Bear is overdue. He's like trading places, Randolph and Mortimer Duke. Turn those machines on. Get in there and sell.
There we go. I noticed a couple people in the chat. I'll just call them out. People calling me racist for what? Because I said the Dominican has a history of guys cheating. There's no racism in there, guys.
No.
Anybody calling me out in the chat, give me a break.
No.
I'm the furthest thing from a racist.
He is.
If
anybody can vouch for that, it's
kids
right here.
China
No, Dan, we've got your back, dude. There's nothing racist about what you said.
I tell you, when I hate that when people use that, just throw that out there.
Yeah.
I'll call you out, whoever they are. I don't know, whatever.
That is.
Hey, lying about his age. I didn't say it's a definite. I said that I think, and I have my right to my own opinion. I think the guy's a little older than he is. That's all. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's what I think.
Well, hey, if there wasn't Danny Almonte back in the day falsifying Little League records, we wouldn't be talking about this, and I wouldn't have to deal with you should see the hoops that Little League coaches have to go through for all-star teams to make sure that everybody is legit. I have to collect the original birth certificates from all the parents of the players, and that goes to the district because of Danny Almonte and other kids.
Hey, how many of us used fake IDs back in the day to get into a nightclub?
Hello.
I didn't want to wait till I was 21.
Right.
19 years old. Yeah, I had my own Dom Peralta back in the day to be able to take care of it.
Nice.
Hey, Willis, I may or may not have done some of those doctoring things for friends.
I'm not saying a word, but he was a different name, a different person.
Right.
But he was talented in his own rights. We'll just
and we do know that stuff is still going on. I think AJ Preller actually had some issues like that a few years ago, if I remember correctly. The Padres had some issue come up with their minor league system, but
with falsifying information.
Yeah, exactly. I can't remember it just kind of in the back of my head, but I can't remember if I know it was the Padres, but I don't know specific players. But
Miguel Tejada was with the A's came out that his age was
interesting.
Falsified. A lot of people, the former general manager of the Miami Marlins, drawing a blank on his name, but he believes Albert Pujols was older than he,
Oh wow.
There's no way to, fully find out.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're just doing some entertainment. I have no idea. I just having fun with it.
Oh, absolutely, Dan, and keep having fun with it. But I looked it up, Dom, right now, and it turns out that according to ESPN, a Major League Baseball investigation discovered that a top international prospect verbally agreed to sign with the Padres. Cesar Altagracia
Oh yeah. That's
falsified his documents. Initially presented as a 14-year-old, it turns out he was 19.
Yeah, I remember AJ Preller talking about it and how disappointed he was in the whole process because of how they saw who he was and how projections, right? Because that's what it's like. Buster was just talking about something that he's just learning about, which is like a projectable body in baseball, right? So seeing someone who's 15, 16, 20, and then how they project, it's a big reason why they really like Flora. And he was actually speaking about like, I'm still learning about this. This is not something that I knew about, like being able to identify like a 17-year-old baseball player and saying this kid projects to be XYZ when he's 23. Or
that's a good point, Dom.
Yeah.
It's a big thing. Even I remember Farhan when Chris Bryant came here in 21.
Yep.
And in the off season, they didn't sign him because they didn't think he would project well going further with his his swing path. They didn't think it was going to be good. And great move by Farhan. I mean, the guy's been nothing but injured since the 22 season. I think hadn't even played a full season combined in the last 5 years.
Well, and Dan, that's the whole we've all watched Devers' career. He was a heck of a baseball player, but that's my perspective of him is he doesn't project long term to be that not just a contract, but just as a ball player, that slump we saw for the first 6 weeks, 8 weeks, it's just going to get longer. And so that's the part that bugs me. But I have to say he does look really cool with silver hair. So he should he looks pretty cool.
Well, think about this. If you guys, I mean, if you had a chance to come out of a country where it was hard to make it, and you're really 20, but they don't sign you unless you're 16. I mean, I don't blame the guys for doing that. You do what it takes to get a contract. Juan Soto was 19 when he came up. The dude looked like a man, though.
Hey, Dan, to your point, I just a headline on Reddit right now: age fraud on the rise in the Dominican Republic, sowing chaos for MLB teams and young players. I also see Matthew on the chat. Matthew 01234 says Dominican Republic is notorious for producing players who lie about their age. Julio Franco, Albert Pujols, Miguel Tejada, Wandy Rodriguez, and many more. The Dominican Republic is almost the only country who does it. And he says they always seem to lie about the 5-year area in the age, and that would put Devers at 34. And then he says, I think Soto was 24 when he made the majors, not 19. He didn't look 19, and he is from the Dominican. So, like, there is, like we talked about earlier in the show, where there's smoke, there's fire. That's all.
Yeah.
And so, all it takes is a few to do it for assumptions to be made or to proceed with caution, right? So. Couldn't agree with you more, Dan. And by the way, Dan, send me this turn thumbnail, please.
Pretty good.
Money. Okay. I want to present that on the show again. And if they trade any of them, we'll just pop it up. And if Larry Bear decides to retire, first of all, we'll have a party. We'll have a party at Longbridge Pizza. Everybody's invited.
I love it. I'll be there.
Oh, dude. And then second of all, we can just as they get
I will
traded.
come and I will take this thing. I will bring this in, and I will gladly throw it off.
It's so good.
Hey, how about the Giants taking Bonds' nephew in the 3rd round? I'm just watching like some highlights on that. That kid is a physical.
Did you see him taking BP?
Yes, I did.
He's
effortlessly.
Big kid.
If I'm him, God, do I want to go to the Giants? The pressure to go to the organization.
Think about though.
I mean, he could turn it around and motivate him, but wow, that kid is physically impressive. Whether he can play ball, we'll see.
How many times have we heard Giants players who've come up big say, yeah, I got some tips in the cage in BP from Barry.
Mm-hmm.
How much more willing would he be able to help his own nephew?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, because he is working with the Giants, Barry,
Mhm.
so he's going to be around. And if, I had a guy on, a draft analyst last night who gave the Giants an A+. He said Peyton Bonds just got all the tools in the world, and they just need to kind of,
Fine-tune it.
correct his swing a little bit so he gets the ball a little bit more in the air. Because the power is there. He's 6'5", and he can actually play center field. He can fly, so that's pretty cool.
Oh, totally. And Los, to your point, I totally hear what you're saying, and I agree. Now it's up to Peyton Bonds, like, because look at Vlad Jr., right, or Bobby Witt Jr. Think about the pressure those kids have coming up, being like, Jesus, I'm playing with my not even, but the same freaking name, So it's like, and those kids have thrived. I mean, you don't want to talk about a couple of great ball players, but it's up to them and how bad they want it.
Up to the individual.
Right. How bad he could look at it as, oh shit, or he could look at it as, let's go.
Yeah,
exactly.
His potential is so off the charts, though. When I saw the ball come off his bat, like I was like, oh my God. Like,
well, his swing, it just looks so natural. Like that's the thing. There's doesn't seem like there's like a lot of effort in there. I know he's putting it into it, but like it just the motion is so smooth. And Escobar was saying kind of what in the chat, what I was thinking too. Like imagine the pressure that was on Barry. So so I think he'll be able to share it, stand in the box right across from him, right, just like his dad used to, and being able to talk about the motion and just what the mentality should be in the batter's box. So.
People forget it's a very mental game. And
absolutely.
Barry can work with the mental side and being able to recognize pitches better than anybody. So
I'm looking for a text message from my buddy. So back to the Jackson Flora draft. He's East Bay kid, right? Pleasanton. And my buddy's son played with him and said, this is such a great draft pick.
Heck yeah.
Not only is he a dominant 6'5" righty who can locate his high velocity fastball and has good off speed. He's a really good kid and comes from a really good family, and he's been a Giants fan his entire life. So it's like
he's a great kid. Did you hear his first interview? He sold me within 2 minutes. They asked him, you grew up in the East Bay. Did you go to the Oakland Coliseum much? He goes, yeah, I went to a lot of monster truck events.
Yeah, that was
beautiful. Beautiful.
That was with Dallas Braden, right?
I loved it. Yeah, that's great.
Oh man,
day on the green. Well, that was before his time.
And then this is about this. So this is the same buddy whose son saw Peyton Bonds when Fordham played Rutgers. He said he looked raw but really dangerous. Loud batting practice, exit velo at the combine really high. Big body, physical, really fast swing. Needs some work, but hey, that's what minor leagues are for, right?
Yep.
I mean, and he'll get every break in the book because of his last name. But you know what? With those breaks comes the pressure you're talking about, Los, and how they handle the pressure. So I'm excited to watch this kid. And again, that's when you go to a San Jose Giants game. Go see Peyton Bonds, right? Single A ball.
Clint Eastwood's baseball movie, Trouble with the Curve. He was a scout, and he's talked about how you can close your eyes and you can hear the ball come off the bat of certain guys, and it's just different. It's just louder.
Yes.
And I think this kid, like the ball comes off his bat louder.
There's a sound. There's a definite
sound. Especially when you go from aluminum and that ding to the wooden bat.
Yes.
I missed that aluminum bat sound, man. It's been
you guys should see. So my son's 12 and he plays Little League, and they use they're called USA bats, right? Certain regulations. Then when he goes to travel ball, they use the USSSA bats, USSSA bats, and they are loaded aluminum bats that the ball just launches off of these bats. If you took BP with one of these bats, you would lose your mind, dude, because the ball just flies.
I'm just gonna throw it out there, Tony. Get your knee right. Dom,
Yeah.
you as
Yep.
well. If you do
I'm
come
down.
down, if you do come down in December for Rush, there are batting cages here.
Nice.
We will go. We will
Heck
go.
yeah.
Love it. Love it.
I'm super
Hey,
down though.
Nice.
Do you guys remember the first time that aluminum bats came into existence?
Ooh, no.
I was the first guy in America. No, I literally was one of the first, because when I started playing ball, I was using wooden bats. And in I started as a 7-year-old. We didn't really do T-ball, for 5-year-olds back then. They probably didn't even have tees back then. But 68, I was playing as a 7-year-old, and I was using wooden bats. I think it was 1970 or 71 was when the aluminum bat, and it was just like, it was so cool because they had the rubber grip on the handle, and then they were so light compared to and then just hitting it, the sound, like that ting sound. But they've improved, like you said, Tony, what they've made them today. I mean, I can't even imagine.
How much does a bat go for now, Tony?
Oh God, don't get me started.
What are they, about $80 now? 100?
No. Try
400.
300, 400.
No way.
Yeah.
I used to buy them for like $30.
Yeah, $300 to $400. Thank God for this warehouse in San Leandro. I forget the name of it. I should give them a plug here, but it's a big warehouse in San Leandro that sells, they don't sell them at full price, basically. They sell them discounted. It's a big warehouse where it's flooded with youth sports kids getting gloves, bats, belts, spikes, you name it.
Wristbands.
Yeah,
eye black. Oh. I missed the eye black you actually drew on, man. I'm not into the
sticker
tape
one.
that's like that.
Yeah, no, the tape stinks.
I like to draw it on.
Yep. Yeah, the tape stinks, and all the kids now, they wear the different sunglasses and stuff. So it's
Oakley's, baby, Oakley's. I wore Oakley's back in the day.
Oh,
Tony,
man.
what about
I had to look stylish for my head, Tony.
No, right? As the kids say now, Los, you had drip.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Drip.
Yes,
That's a new
sir.
one, man.
you had drip. You're drippy. You're drippy.
Yeah.
Tony, what about the East Bay catalog? Remember flipping through that?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I see Arkansas Dave on the chat asking if they sell sliding mitts. Unfortunately, they do. And
Sliding mitts, man.
The oven.
Yeah. Oh,
Los,
it's called.
did you ever?
Yeah, there we go.
Did you ever dive head first back when you were playing?
When I stole bases, that's all I did. I went head first.
Really?
Yeah, same. Me too. Same.
Yeah.
And I would
did
go
it
with
at home
my left
more,
hand. Los, did you go with your left hand and grab the bag and try and with your left hand?
I had a
slide
great
around the outside and reach with the left hand for
had
sure.
a great
And
little
a few
league
times I
coach.
went over the bag, and now I'd be tagged out with instant replay.
Yep.
We had a great
momentum.
little league coach when he was so good. He's in the Little League Hall of Fame, but he had us wear 2 pairs of jeans for sliding practice. And we, it was before we had sliding pants and all that, but we would practice sliding, different slides. And, the pop-up slide to second base where you pop up, the ball goes in and you're taking off toward third base. But my favorite slide was, he called it the backdoor slide. I've still never really seen anybody use it. What you do is you're coming home and your feet go back toward the backstop or toward the, the press box or whatever. And you come around and you swing your feet like straight on with the backstop toward the, right behind the plate, and you touch the plate with your hand.
Yeah.
And it's such a great slide because the catcher's coming down.
You got to force him to
in
reach
front of the plate, and
yeah.
You've already kicked out. And the key is you can't go too far. You won't be able to reach the plate with your hand. But it was a tremendous slide that just I've never seen it. But I've seen kids jump over the catcher, which is awesome.
I ripped up my upper legs sliding at Glen Park infield with that sharp ass rocks. I came in with a nice big red strawberry on my leg. Told my dad, can you go buy me some sliding pants? No, son, suck it up. You want to play that game? Suck it up.
Hey, check out
Tough love.
There you go,
you
man.
can do a Google search on Trey Turner, and he's got some sweet home plate
Oh
slide.
yeah, he
where
looks like
cruises through. You know,
they need to put some highlight reel with Trey Turner sliding to the song Billie Jean.
Dan, I think I've seen that. I think I've seen
Really?
it on social media. Yeah.
So Tony, that's when I started going head first. Since he wouldn't buy me the sliding pants, I'm not ripping up my legs, so I started going head first sliding.
Oh, that explains things.
I had to adapt. He was not going to buy them for me.
Again, back to what we talked about earlier. I love the visual of Endeavor's head first slide. That's all.
Don't be racist.
That'd be a bumpy ride. Hey, we didn't finish the second half song, so we got
yours.
We got What a Fool Believes. We got The Kids Are All Right, and we've got Turn, Turn, Turn. You guys, great selections. I have my record here, and Dom, I know you'll love this too, but I got Pearl Jam Verses, and part of my record collection, and I freaking love this album. I can't believe Pearl Jam, after an incredible first record, 10, they come back with this as their second album, and it's just freaking incredible. And one of my favorite Pearl Jam songs of all time is the song on this album called Rearview Mirror, because unfortunately the second half probably won't be, it'll be more the same. Unfortunately is what I envision. I do think the people that are excelling, like Bryce Eldridge, Jung-Hoo Lee, Casey Schmidt, Luis Ariz, I think they'll continue to excel, but I think the pitching is still going to stink. I think if they trade away Robbie Ray, if they trade away Logan Webb, if they trade away Ariz, then it could get worse.
Yeah.
So make that brown bag for all of us, Dan, and seriously, because
2XL.
Right, nice, dude. You're like a Bochy dome, huh? You have a big dome, Carlos?
A little bit.
What's your measurement on a fitted hat? Are you 8? Don't go tell me you go 8. Do you go 8 inches?
No, 7 and 5/8.
Okay, cool. Bochy's got you. I think Bochy's over 8.
7 and 5/8, man. Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah.
A lot of thinking in that.
I'm a 7 1/4. I'm not too. Yeah.
There's a big brain up there that I got to hold.
That's right. Check out, dude. Hey, Lowe's, check out the big brain on Brad. Stand by.
If you need a beer, grab a beer.
If we're talking Bochy, we gotta show some love. But
Tony, are any of these songs that we picked today going up on the PMP playlist on Spotify?
Absolutely. I'll put all of them on the playlist. These are all great songs. Listen to this list. Well, listen to this list. 311 Beautiful Disaster, AC/DC Highway to Hell, Run BPZ or Run DMC, Hard Times, and Dire Straits, Money for Nothing. And then you got What a Fool Believes, The Kids Are All Right, and then Pearl Jam, Rearview Mirror, and Turn, Turn, Turn. So 8 sweet freaking songs. Absolutely, I'll put them on the playlist because why not? You know,
nice.
And that's why
I had another. I almost went with David Bowie. Changes.
Well, there's that too.
Changes.
Mm-hmm. Yep. We need it, Dan. It's time for change. This hasn't worked, right?
Yeah.
And I refuse to blame Vitello, and I refuse to let them say get rid of him after a year.
Right.
It's not this is not Vitello's fault.
Correct.
That's just I give him another year, and even next year's gonna be tough too. If I was Vitello, I'd march back in and say I need a 3-year deal. Give me 3 years here. I can't do this in 2.
Doesn't he? I think
he does. 3. He does have a 3-year deal.
Oh, he does have a 3. My bad.
He signed a 3-year deal.
And then I'm saying give me 4. Because it's like,
I think most managers do get 4, but because he was the first college guy, probably the Giants negotiated.
Los, I really think if this guy had all the young guys and
I think he'd do
didn't have the vets, I think you'd see a completely different style of manager.
Well, you'd have players that bought in, Dan.
Yeah.
You'd have players buying in, and you'd have a different mentality. The younger player has a different mentality than a Devers, than an Adames, than a Chapman that's been around for a while. And I don't know, Chapman just had a kid. His priorities are different right now, and you can't blame him.
Right.
You know, being a dad, your priorities shift when you have a kid. And back to the money.
Yeah, back to the money. Gone are the days, Tony, when you could be a superstar and lollygag in right field and Billy Martin take you out of the game and almost knock you out when you get to the dugout.
No, Reggie Jackson. That was
Reggie
awesome.
Jackson. Tough love, baby.
That was so cool.
I miss it.
He took him out right in the middle of as the inning was starting.
In the middle of the inning, said, "Get out of here." And then
Jackson,
confronted him and was about to fight him. Yeah.
Yeah, they were ready to go. Oh,
accountability, a beautiful thing.
Lily Merchant, I see you on the chat. Stand by.
Oh, yeah. It's business time.
And you know what? Because you guys have taken the ride with me for an hour and a half.
It's business. It's business time. I know what you're trying to say. You're trying to say it's time for business. It's business time. Ooh.
We're going to go with, Dom, thank you very much, dude.
You're
Look at
welcome.
you producing. It's so nice to have other people produce besides me. So thank you, Dom.
Sure.
Mark Gravy Graves. By the way, Mark, hope you are doing well in your recuperation, brother. And we send you all of our love and well wishes. And he says, Giant second half changes, Black Sabbath. Trade on. So
Yeah.
that's a theme.
Trade on.
I don't think anybody's in the ballpark of, yeah, keep everybody. Don't do anything at the trade deadline. I haven't heard that once from anybody that I know.
Oh,
And-
there's quite a few on Dan's channel that think that. way.
Really?
Yeah.
They just let it ride. Just let it ride.
Yes.
Yeah.
Play the veterans. We don't want young guys. They're not established. Right, Dan? A lot of them think that way.
Yeah, you get a few casuals that just don't get it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
You'd be surprised.
if they were hovering around 500, I could see that argument. But
Mhm.
41 and 55, get the hell out of here. Like, come
Yeah.
on. Larry Bear, drive the Waymo. Actually, don't drive the Waymo. Get in the backseat of the Waymo with Devers and Robbie Ray and Adamas and Logan Webb. Drop Logan Webb off in Atlanta or New York and let him compete for a ring. The other ones I don't care about, and be on your way because it's time for a change.
I threw Larry Bear in there. I've been a fan, like I said, since '68, and just get tired of some of the Larry Bear stuff, and yet he's just obviously he hangs around. He's part of the ownership group and blah blah blah. But what is it that rubs everybody wrong with him? Because
He's phony. He's fake.
Yeah, he's
fake. Good fans know when they're being lied to. Period. True
And
baseball fans.
Shady is the word that comes to mind for me, Dan. The whole cell phone bit with his wife. My personal experiences with him and how basically he called for me and Kruger and our boss Bob Agnew to get fired back in 2005. So, I asked certain people that fired me, are the Giants responsible for this? And they said, off the record, yes. And now that we're doing this YouTube show and I don't work for KBR or Cumulus anymore, I don't care. I can say that. I couldn't ever say that when I was at KBR, but now I can.
Yep.
That they were looking for us. The Giants sucked that year. They were looking for a scapegoat.
Yep.
They took Larry Kruger, myself, and Bob Agnew and made us scapegoats and put the attention on us. And it was, you want to talk about a dark time. That was like one of the darker years that this season's kind of reminded me of. And there's things happening off the field, like we talked about, Dan, in the beginning of the show, the pride stuff, the Gatorade baths, the bump and grinds. Something happened yesterday on KBR where there was a hot mic.
I heard that. Yeah.
So it's like there's a lot of weird energy around this season, same way there was back then. So I think he's just gotta. I don't know.
Yeah, how did he survive that whole thing with his wife?
Great
that
question.
Thing, and that then they make a big issue of, players wearing a hat or not wearing a hat, and they make that the big, and this guy in public, makes a scene, and we've all seen the highlights of it, but it's that, and then I've heard stories, some other stories I won't talk about here on the air, but I've also heard some things, and this is me kind of, I guess, reading between the lines. I've had Sean Estes on my show, and again, I'm just reading between the lines, but I was talking about him. I said, "Man, you're great on the broadcast. Just love listening to you." And he didn't get renewed, and they brought in Hunter Pence. So I love Hunter Pence as a player and all that, but I don't like listening to him on the TV broadcast. If I feel like I'm insulted, my intelligence, like I'm trying to, this homerism and just, oh, what a play. Oh yeah. And the Giants are getting killed and oh, they can come back here. Dave, they could come back. They're down 8-1 in the night. This is the start of a big rally. It could be, whatever. And I was kind of read between the lines that Larry Baer was in control of the broadcast team and wanted more of this Homer stuff and none of the critical thinking that you might get if you listen to the Mets broadcast team or something like that.
No, I think you're onto something, Dan. I really do. And again, I can say this now because I couldn't say it before. There were so many phone calls made from the person we're talking about to our bosses. Yeah. Anytime there was ultra critical comments being made on the station by our hosts. And there was definitely an attempt to control the narrative.
It's still happening today, Tony.
I know.
Dieter was on the other day talking about how they got basically a list of questions they could ask when Larry came on. So it's no different. So Buster's interview yesterday was, pretty much just down the middle. Nothing.
Yeah, light and fluffy. So, and
no curveballs.
Definitely. So, guys, I love the conversation. Moving on with Escobar Cheeks the third, who is a super. Thank you, Escobar Cheeks. He says the game of baseball is about failure, not success. If you fail 70% of the time, you're a Hall of Famer. GMs and managers should be given that same courtesy. Oh, okay.
I like it. Good perspective.
Yeah, very good perspective. And hey, Escobar, and again, this is 12-year-old boys, but we mention that to the kids all the time that, hey, you guys picked a sport that's very difficult. And you picked a sport that you fail way more than you succeed. So hang in your heads when you're not on base every time, or hang in your heads when you don't come through every single time. It's not okay. You got to be, and then you spell that out to them. If you get out, 10 at bats, if you're out 7 times out of 10, you're considered good. Right. And that's what he's talking about. This fails 70% of the time. And GMs and managers should be given that same courtesy. Yes. Yeah. But it's just, I don't know. I feel like you gotta also the eye test and what you see in front of you and also get in front of the Gatorade baths and it wasn't the Giants front office that came down on the bumping and grinding in center field. It was MLB.
Yeah. Right.
It's like there's certain things. If there is one criticism of Vitello is that he didn't get out in front of any of this stuff. But then again, this goes back to what we were talking about. These are veteran players that are going to do it whether or not Vitello tells them not to.
Yep.
So
he doesn't want to rock the boat.
Right.
Being a new guy.
I think this 70% of the time for GMs and managers, I'll be more harder on, I think, GMs in the sense because a manager, you look at Tony, look what he's got to deal with. Okay. Right. This isn't Tony's deal. I mean, I've made the point that if Bruce Bochy was managing this team, they're 41-55. Maybe they're 43-53 at best with Bochy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
A couple games. Still a bad team. So you can't put it on them. But the GM failing 70% of the time when you've got 3 wild cards now, a little different when there was no wild cards and there was just 2 division winners before. Then they went to 3 divisions and 1 wild card, 4 out of 15 teams. You got 6 teams making the playoffs every year.
Yeah.
And the Giants haven't been able to do that but once in 10 years. Come on.
And Dan, like if they're going to make trades at the deadline, which I hope they do, I would prefer that they trade away that they prioritize trading pitching over the hitting, because the hitting's not the issue. We've talked about this all season long. The hitting is not the issue. Clutch hitting is an issue with runners in scoring position. They are fourth in MLB in batting average, but they don't score a lot of runs. It's the stats are really bizarre if you look at them. Because the batting average fourth in MLB, it's situational hitting it needs to get better. But I would like them to prioritize pitching, because it's the pitching. Their pitching staff gives up 4.5 runs a game. And again, the Giants score 4.11 runs a game. The Nats lead MLB. They score little over 5 runs a game. If you're scoring 4 runs a game, you shouldn't be 41 and 55. That's just so prioritize trading the pitching, rebuild the pitching staff, especially the bullpen. They don't have a closer. They didn't have a closer all year, and take it from there. And I think the Giants need to also realize how lucky they are to have a very, very loyal fan base.
Yes.
I mean,
and a very nice stadium.
Yes.
Right? Yeah, a very nice stadium.
Yes.
It's an event for many people. Let me take a picture with the glove. Let me go down the slides. Let me take a picture of the Bay Bridge.
A lot of those Giants fans don't know what it was like to go to a Friday night at the stadium behind you, right?
Quad candlestick.
With what, 6,000 strong on a Friday night, when you got the wind whistling and you got like hot dog wrappers flying in the outfield, like it was a mess back then. But you earned your stripes, that's for sure. And all this talk is just all of Giants fans and wanting a competitive product on the field.
I don't very good loyal fan base for sure.
Yeah, but I'm not expecting like another World Series run, like 3 in 5 years. I'm not expecting that again. I just want to compete. I want them to compete. I want them to be playoff worthy, and battle for a playoff spot, and battle and play October baseball. I don't think that's asking too much.
Not at all.
Like you said, Dan, with all the wild card spots now, it's come on. It shouldn't be that bad. So finally, Escobar Cheeks III is a second super. Thank you, Escobar. Dude, you freaking rock. He says, I loved listening to Barry talk hitting at the All-Star game.
Yep.
Escobar, I could listen to Barry talk hitting all along. And Barry Bonds, in my lifetime, is the best hitter I've ever seen. My dad talks about Willie Mays. And obviously, I never saw Willie play, but I've seen videos of Willie, and Willie looked amazing. But Barry Bonds, nobody could turn on an inside fastball like Barry Bonds and put it into the freaking water. That's why that Bryce Elder
the other day, Tony, on Twitter, that had Bonds ranked the top 25 players of all time. Had Barry at number 9, and I commented, if you're going to put him on here on the list, because a lot of people don't because of the steroid factor, I says, if you're going to include Bonds, then you got to put him in the top 3, because there's never been a player that's impacted the game like him. And you talk about how many people, pitchers that revered him and we're not going to lose to him. Greg Maddux was famous for saying, I need to get 27 outs. My job. Barry doesn't have to be one of them.
Right.
Exactly. That's a great.
The guy was unbelievable. And I did see Willie Mays at the very end of his career. I was 10 years old in 1971 when they won the division. And Mays was getting toward the end of his career. But, Barry, the weakest part of his game was probably his throwing arm. But other than that, power, speed, hit for average, and he was a great defender. He just didn't have the strongest arm, but he was an incredible left fielder. Barry was one of one. Who walks a guy with the bases loaded intentionally?
Totally.
It's a great comparison, though. Don't forget, if Mays doesn't lose some time to the war and doesn't play at Candlestick, he might be your home run king.
Yep. Barry Bonds, like I see Gravy's comment, Barry got a stadium built. That's very true. And I often wonder, would Barry be a good hitting coach? And I think, to Escobar's point about listening to Barry Bonds talk about hitting, I think he would, but I also think his expectations would be so high because of what he knows he can do or could do back in the day, that to expect that from every other hitter might be a tough expectation.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you hear Will Clark's comment on why he doesn't manage?
Oh, but remind us all. Yes, I do. Yes.
Oh my goodness, it was hilarious.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can find it, Dom. It's
I could find it. I found
somewhere
something
on
else,
Twitter. He drops a few F-bombs as usual, Will, but he's good the way he talks, it's just too funny. He says stuff like,
never forget this too. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was the hitting coach of the Marlins. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Oh,
yeah. He just talking to Burns about why he doesn't manage, and he said, I would be all over these guys. And they say, well, you're effing hitting 220. You're going to the minors.
Yeah. And he's right. I mean, I freaking love Will Clark. And I love when Will gets talking about get rid of the exit velocity and the launch angle. And can we go back to how the game was created? Get on base, get over, score.
Yep.
I don't care how you get on base. I try to teach that to the kids I coach. I don't care how you get on base. You take a ball in the back, in the ribs. You put the ball in play and you beat something out. You get a base hit, of course. Anyway, just get on base. Drop a bunt down, cause chaos, whatever. But this and the same can be said for pitching too, at the 105 miles an hour. Oh, let's go.
Coach Yak.
Yeah.
Here we go.
All right. Let me know if you guys can hear it.
I hate to say it, but I said it in my fucking Jersey retirement speech. You were right there. It's a fucking participation trophy game now.
So you think we're making it too easy for the players?
Oh, hell yeah, you're making it too easy. For sure.
Too much coddling going on.
Oh. And that's why people have asked me why I don't get into coaching and why I don't get into managing and all that. I am not going to pat you on the back and tell you you're doing a good job when you're hitting 220 and you fucking strike out 100 times.
Thank you.
You actually suck. All right.
Thank you.
I'm going to tell you suck. I'm going to tell you to make a fucking adjustment. And if you don't make an adjustment, you're going into minor leagues and somebody else is going to take your spot.
Thank you.
Sorry. That's the way the fucking game goes. This is a big boy game, not a little boy game. And you have to have fucking thick skin. You don't have thick skin, get out the way because I'm going to fucking steamroll you. I'm going to steamroll you.
Oh, my God.
These guys are making millions of dollars, man. We should have high expectations.
Thank you.
Fans, as analysts, whatever. They're making a lot of fucking money, man. You got to hold them accountable.
A lot of money. A lot of money.
Yes.
We got some editing to do. Beep, beep.
Yes, but that was fantastic. And they're both right. They're both right about everything. And I love Burns at the beginning, just dangling bait to Will. And
totally.
Chopping it, just grabbing it.
How do you not love Will Clark? I mean, man, if you're an old school fan or player, you just love that. That's how I was. I had a coach, I told you about him, that taught me the sliding. He used to yell at us. I was drafted to the majors when I was 9. Okay. I didn't play for 9 and 10-year-old years. He had a system. He'd bring up guys that he believed in, kind of like, and then he'd groom us. And then by the time we were 11 and 12, and the team just constantly won the Little League. And he wasn't anybody's dad. He was doing it for the love of the game. He didn't have any sons. Yeah. So he had all daughters, and he just loved baseball. Well, he would just yell at you, and we practiced on the shot put field of Mount Diablo High School in Concord, and right off is the football field and the track. And if you screwed up, man, run a lap around the quarter mile, and if you kept screwing up, you were running. And he used to yell his head off at guys that made mistakes, mental mistakes. Didn't get on you too much for the physical mistakes, but the mental, if you weren't backing up somebody or whatever. Well, he had a saying. He says, if I stop yelling at you, then I've given up on you. I don't see any potential. I'm not going to waste my breath. So it was, there was a few guys, he just gave up on, but man, he taught fundamental baseball, drilled it in your head. And it's why I love baseball more than any of the other big three. I mean, I love football and basketball, but baseball, it was just every day, and I love to go to practice. I mean, we practiced every day, and we played twice a week, one midnight week, I can't remember, and on a Saturday. So the rest of the days we practiced except Sunday. I just loved baseball. And but I love that Will Clark get in your face. And you do that today, that's why Will said he can't do it. Because players won't listen. They make too much money.
Can't do that today. Shout out Ralph Tresvant, sensitivity.
Dude, look at you. You brought up Ralph
Always
T.
thinking music, Tony. Always thinking.
You're bringing Ralph T to the show? You need a man. You need a man with sensitivity.
Well done, Russ.
Oh my God! I think on that note, we should probably wrap, dude. That was
Totally.
you need a man with sensitivity.
Mic drop.
Mic drop for sure. And Will Clark's right. Like, you're talking about grown adults now. You're not talking about like a kid or these are grown adults making gobs and gobs of money that, if batting 220, I hit the road. So I couldn't agree more with Will. And I feel like, Dan, you mentioned somebody mentioned old school, new school. I don't think there should be old school or new school. There's only one school, and it's the get on base, get over, get him in. That's it.
That's it.
Right? I don't know. There shouldn't be an old school way of thinking in baseball. I think it's put the ball in play. Look at the Wade Boggs, Tony Gwynn, Ichiro, and currently what's that guy? Otto, what's his last name? The guy's leading.
Lopez?
Yeah, Otto Lopez.
Otto
Thank
Lopez.
you. Leading MLB in hitting.
Yep.
Luis Ariz, second in MLB in hitting.
Yeah.
Those guys are all about contact. And it's
they're just playing the game to win the game. It's a team game. It's not an individual sport, or it's about padding your stats.
yeah. And also,
Trying to get a contract.
And I'm not against long balls. Long balls are really fun, and they're majestic, and they're really. Bryce Eldridge's first splash hit was a thing of beauty,
Right.
and his swing actually. I'm not saying he's Barry Bonds. He's not even close to Barry Bonds. I'm just saying his swing reminded me of Bonds because how he got the high and inside fastball and turned on it like Bonds used to do. But when that's your focus, when that's your plan going up to the plate, that's not cool in my book.
And Tony, what did our coaches tell us with men on base and two?
You got a job to do.
What did they tell us to do with two strikes?
Get a piece. Shorten up.
Shorten up. Put in play. Do not strike out, or you're going to be running on Monday.
Yep.
Los, I tell the kids all the time that I coach. I have a phrase: shorten up, open up. Meaning, shorten the swing, open up the zone.
Play pepper. Get that run in,
and just get a piece.
Yeah.
Live to see another pitch. All that jazz. I mean, I know, and I will say one thing, that these hitters in MLB today are facing some outrageous pitching, like
absolutely
facing 102 miles an hour. Mason Miller, Mizorowski from Milwaukee, 105, whatever. Insane. But you can't tell me there's no longevity in that. Like, how long is Mason Miller going to be around? How long is Mizorowski going to be around throwing? The human arm is not built to throw that way for multiple years. So enjoy it while you got it to those guys. But I like a guy who actually, and I'm not saying those guys don't pitch, but those guys, they'll throw it down the middle at 105 and just challenge you to hit it. I like pitchers that locate stuff, that don't throw as hard. They mix it up. They get you fishing. They get in your head, make you think, what is he going to throw to me right now? When you go up against Mason Miller, odds are you're going to see 102 mile an hour fastball, and you just try to get a piece, right?
You're right. The human arm is not meant to throw that hard for that long, unless bionics are in play in 2026. Shout out Colonel Steve Austin. It's not going to happen.
Listen to you, Lois. You've caught fire here at the end of the show, but my friend,
hey, Tony,
I'm a closer. That's why Dan needs to understand that in fantasy baseball.
Come on, man, come on.
You know this from history, buddy.
Yeah, I almost caught you last year, but you're not catching me this year.
Hey,
No,
go to Tony's Horseshoes event.
Yeah.
Hey, how about this infield for the Giants? How would the Giants be if Casey Schmidt was your third baseman, if Otto Lopez was your shortstop, who they let go a couple years ago, Arise at second, Eldridge at first, no Devers, no Chapman, no Adames, $80 million in the coffer for pitching, bullpen, pitching help, and you had, just your outfield right now, Jung-Hoo Lee, maybe you figure out somebody else in center, and you got Ramos, and you got a stellar pitching staff. I think the team's
a lot more money for
500.
pitching. Yep, for sure.
And that ballpark is not a home run hitter ballpark unless you're Barry Bonds. It's just not. I mean, unless they get rid of the triples alley, and also it's a weather factor too. Like, it's just not a home run hitter's ballpark. That's why bring in pitching. That's how they brought the 3 rings to the Bay. Was the pitching and defense and timely hitting. I mean, they used to play small ball a hell of a lot more in those World Series years than they do now. So, and I don't have to go on my small ball rant because you guys know how I feel about it.
I'm there with you, man. I'm right there with you.
Just create some chaos,
Yep.
What happened to the hit and run? What happened to that play? The hit and run. A well-executed hit and run is so it's almost indefensible.
Yeah, hit and run. How about getting a nice bunt down, or even bunting for a base hit when the shortstop's over or the third baseman's playing shortstop?
Yeah. Do you remember Brett Butler or Willie McGee or Vince Coleman or any of these speedsters that used to drop the drag bunt? Where
Butler used to bunt all the time. Lead off a game. And they knew it was coming, and he'd still do it.
Here's the thing, too. Even if you just show bunt, you're getting in the third baseman and first baseman's head that, oh, shoot, I need to be on my toes. He might bunt at any time. Yeah. That's the mental game we're talking about. That used to piss me off to no end when the shift was still legal and Bonds would come up and the entire left side of the infield was open. I'm like, just once, Barry, please, just once, just drop it down. To make the infield shift back to the regular positions to know that it's a possibility that you could do it. That's all. Yep. I mean, we all still want to see Barry launch balls into the Bay. I get it.
Yep.
But if you have that, if you just show that it's a possibility, you get in the minds of the defense, and then you're winning the mental game. But anyways, it's we can talk about it for days. It's all because we love the sport as much as we do, and we could keep going on, but we've gone a couple hours, and I want you guys to start your weekend. I want everybody on the chat to start their weekend. And, you guys, I really can't thank you enough for coming on, spending time on your Friday, joining me on the show, Paulie on vacation. And I love this conversation. And I really, just so you know, everybody, I told Los and Dan, I said, hey guys, let's go for like an hour. And we can wrap after an hour, and here we are, 2 hours into it, and we can still keep going.
We'll discuss overtime pay when we get off the air.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of an hour,
it's always fun.
Baseball. I like the changes, especially because I'm watching the games on TV, baseball. But when I go to a ball game, I don't want a 2 hour and 20-minute game. I want to be there for 3 hours. I get settled in, and. We get to talking ball. We plan an hour. We go just over 2 hours today, but we've been having fun talking baseball. Well, this is what we do at a ball game. We're sitting there talking and having a drink and just enjoying each other and watching the game, talking about the game, see what's coming up. And it's not like football game where you're intense for each, play, and then, or basketball or hockey where it's up and down. You enjoy just being around everybody at the ballpark.
Oh, I want a double header, old school.
The old time double headers, 25 minutes apart. Lows.
Yeah, one of my best games was Astros Giants for first place, and it was a double header on a Sunday.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
What was great, Lowe's, is the old candlestick double hitters, and you against the Dodgers, and after game one, you watch them walk all the way down the right field line, and you're yelling at them, and then they come back out 15, 20 minutes later.
Yep.
Good times, man.
Well, now the short attention spans of the youth of today. It's too long. It's too long.
Yeah.
It's too slow. It's too slow. It's not fast enough for me. It's not at the pace I want. Whatever.
Oh man, those are the days. Candlestick was. I loved if you gave me a choice right now of going back to a doubleheader at Candlestick, a full doubleheader with 25 minutes in between, or just going to one of today's games at Oracle, I'm choosing the Stick, man. I loved that place. It was home. Obviously Oracle's a beautiful park and there's maybe none better, and it's a great place to watch a game. But the memories of Candlestick were just so fun, and going up those escalators, sitting on that thing and going up to the next level, and oh man, just
the escalator, the escalator breaking down. Most Sundays for Niner games.
Escalator.
Yeah,
breaking
down. Yeah, the narrow concourses, just like squeezing between people. But at the Giants games, you didn't have to worry about the narrow concourses for most of the games, except for the weekend games or when the Dodgers were in town. But I was at games with less than 1,000 people.
That's just so crazy. That's just nuts to think about. And we also had the quad of Candlestick too. If you ever survived an extra inning game, you get that quad of Candlestick. And anytime I see a hat with those decorated on somebody's hat, I will walk up to them and give them a high five and just be like, well done. Way to represent the Stick era, the Candlestick era. So, hey guys, thanks. Look at it
here. Nice. There you go.
Yeah. Bring those back too. Bring those back too while you're at it. Or bring Dan's paper bag to the ballpark too while you're at it. Until things shift, right? So again, in review, the first half of the season, we had 311's Beautiful Disaster, AC/DC Highway to Hell, Dire Straits Money for Nothing, and Run BPZ Hard Times. Don, do you have the artwork? Do you have the artwork? Can you throw up the artwork again for Run BPZ Hard Times?
Yes.
And then songs that represent the second half, the upcoming second half of the season. What a Fool Believes. Sorry, man, that makes me laugh. What a Fool Believes.
That's why I did it, for a laugh.
Yes, you got me, Los. You got me.
They're still in it, Los.
I know.
Oh, look at that. God, the fact that expression you got of Posey is perfect. Perfect.
Solid gold right out of the dugout.
So Run BPZ. You got The Kids Are All Right. Okay, then we've got Turn, 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 and we've got Rearview Mirror by Pearl Jam. So those are the songs. They'll go up on the playlist. I'll put them up. I have to do a lot of editing to the Apple playlist, but on the Spotify playlist, I'll text these to Paulie, and he can put them on the Spotify playlist as well. Don't forget, the audio versions of our show are available on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, and you can check out our show at Polymax Particles on YouTube. Also, check out Dan Coach Emilio's show at NorCal Sports NW. Check him out after. Dan, are you still going to do post-game Giants for the second half?
Unfortunately, I will be doing the shows, and I'll be on tonight. I expect to have the bag over my head tonight.
Awesome.
Make sure you put that on when I pass you in the standings.
Yeah. Cal Raleigh is going to get hot here, and I got him in both fantasy leagues, and he's going to get hot. Lows.
Good. I like that kid, and I'm
getting Aaron Judge back, buddy.
Not till September, buddy. I saw it in the chat earlier. Somebody said September 1st. I love it.
And by the way, you guys, both of you, great use of the word buddy. Total condescending. Total trash talk. You don't say it with love. You're saying it to talk trash.
Right.
It's like when you call somebody pal.
Yeah.
Pal and buddy are just like
I'm a pal guy in my Texas.
Good luck, Chief,
for sure.
Yeah, the name of my league that I'm running is this is the name of it right here. See if you can see it. I don't think you can read it there.
Buster's Boys
at the very top.
Oh, Smack Talk, Smack Talk Points League. Nice.
Yeah, NCSN Smack Talk. So
that's awesome.
that's why we talk smack, Los and I. But,
it's all fun, and this whole show was fun. And again, anybody that's like, I don't know, up in arms about us being negative or being hypercritical, it's because we love Giants baseball, and we love baseball, and we're all fans, and we want to see. We want the fans deserve a competitive team on the field. The fans deserve.
How old's your daughter?
11.
All right. 10 years from now, maybe a little longer, 15 years, some guy's going to come into her life that's going to want to maybe marry her. And if he's just a total dud or a jerk or a loser, and you don't like the guy, you're going to tell your daughter, you're going to step in and say, this isn't the right guy for you. That's what I try and tell people as Giants. When I get on the Giants, it's not because I don't love the Giants. It's because I do love the Giants. I'm going to speak the truth. I'm not going to say to my daughters, I had 4 daughters, and I'm not like, oh yeah, hey, go ahead and marry the dude. Let him you'll just have a rough life, miserable life. And no, I want change. I don't want to see what they're doing continuing this way. That's why I come up with the term pick a lane. Either spend $300+ million and go for the whole thing and try and win it, or rebuild this thing. Stop going down the middle. It's not working.
Yeah. No, agreed. Pick a lane is Dom. Let's do some artwork for Pick a Lane.
Yeah,
we give some for Dan's show. Pick a lane, but Dan, pick a lane indeed. Hopefully the lane they pick is to trade a good chunk in 17 days. I think the trade deadline is. And for Logan Webb, give him a chance. Trade him. Give him a chance with somebody else. Let him contend for a ring, because the Giants aren't going to contend for anything next year. So, and Logan Webb's not getting any younger. And we say that with nothing but love for Logan Webb, because we want the guy to help a team get a ring. I'll be honest, it'd be hard to root for Atlanta. But if he goes to Atlanta, I'll do it, because they got Yastrzemski, they got Dominic Smith, and they would have Logan Webb. But they might be somebody that's gonna be calling Buster. So we'll see. But hey guys, thank you so much. I also want to thank Stellar Design, Dom Peralta and Stellar Design. And Dom, I know that you definitely mentioned Yard Sale, and that the Yard Sale company they're opening their first brick and mortar, right? Their first store, right?
Yep.
So I just want to say congratulations to Yard Sale and everybody. That will be on 925 Cole Street in San Francisco. Will be the first Yard Sale brick and mortar store where you can go in and buy their products. They have new hiking poles, trekking poles. They have a bunch of ski poles. They also have new ski gear and outdoor gear. Check them out at their Yard Sale's website, which is yardsale.day. Yardsale.day. And also, if you want to get in touch with Dom Peralta, you can, the guy is looking at us right now. You could. There's Stellar Design, but you can contact Dom 650-796-3144, or email Dom at dominic@stellar.design. And Dom comes up with great artwork such as this. Okay. And he just, if you want to hire Dom to come up with something for your family, it's incredible. But to come up with something for your family or for a special event, like Dom created this for Bonnie Scarlet Fire's upcoming family reunion on the East Coast. And they wanted to do it basically. They wanted to do it in the same fashion as a tournament T-shirt, right? Like a youth tournament. This is beautiful. That's
awesome.
It's really cool. Yeah. And Dom created the NorCal Sports. Do you have the NorCal Sports logo anywhere available, Dom or Dan? Because that's something you created too. I just want you to show off your stuff, Dom, because your stuff is great, and people can get in touch with Dom if you want him to create some artwork. Dom's going to create some artwork for my horseshoe tournament that I do every year in August. So if you want to hire Dom, give him a call or email him, and you can put your heads together and come up with this. And I know Bonnie loved you creating the image with the classic New Jersey style, Jersey Shore fence line that goes to the beach. And that's classic stuff.
That is awesome. I love that Long Beach Island. Look at that.
I know. Isn't that cool? So, and then Dom, if you find the logo, let me know. But again, give Dom a call, 650-796-3144, or email Dominic at stellar.design. And we also want to
handy tone. Yeah.
What's that?
I don't have it just handy, so
no worries. I also want to mention Longbridge Pizza and thank Longbridge and their support of the show. 2347 3rd Street in the Dog Patch. The Valkyries are hosting the Washington Mystics tomorrow, 5:30 p.m. If you want to get out to Chase Center, go to Longbridge before or after the game, or just go there all weekend long to have a nice cold beer. They have great local beers on tap and obviously great food and great vibes right there. Neil Donardi, Andrew Markoulis, the freaking power duo behind Longbridge Pizza. They have done an incredible job with that place. And I want them to open up another one. I said, open one up on the peninsula or open one up in Tahoe. Yeah. Let's go, boys. Open up a second Longbridge Pizza. Saw Neil yesterday. His boy Nico was playing some Sandlot baseball. And Nico's a lefty. And he wants to catch even though he's lefty. I'm like, you know what, dude? Hell yeah. Put the lefty catcher behind the plate. I said, that should be a baseballism t-shirt.
Wow. That's very rare. So.
Right? Very rare. But make a baseballism t-shirt, that company baseballism, let lefties catch. Right? So anyways, congrats to Nico on the diamond and congrats to Longbridge Pizza. Love the partnership with them as well. And finally, only because we forgot to, let me see if I can do this. See if I can get us all in the mouth. Is that going to work? No, it's not going to work.
Almost.
Kind of. I see Lowe's in Dan's eyes. But Dr. Matt Young and the Young Dental SF group, we love Dr. Young. Over 1,650 5-star reviews on Google. Give them a call, 415-392-8611, or email them info@youngdentalsf.com. Open 6 days a week. Saturdays 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. Weekdays till 7 p.m. They are there to serve you and to make going to the dentist enjoyable. Give them a call. We love Dr. Young and everybody there at the Young Dental Group. And on that note, guys, hell of a show. 2 hours and 16 minutes when I was gauging for an hour. It goes to show these conversations are so fun, and they're driven by passion, and they're driven by all of us just wanting a competitive product on the field. I don't think that's asking too much.
Nothing more. That's it.
No. So, and I really appreciate everybody on the chat joining the show. You guys consistently add to the content. There is no show without everybody on the chat and everybody checking us out on YouTube and on Twitter and on Facebook and on Instagram. Everybody checking us out on Instagram Live. I just took a peek over there. I appreciate it. Appreciate you. Bob Marcucci, what's up? Aaron Kask, Rick Ganji, the former creative director of KMBR, who's on the East Coast. What's up, Ganji Man? And a bunch of other people over there on the chat and on Instagram Live. Thank you very much. And guys, on that note, any final thoughts before we say peace and a happy weekend?
Well, you mentioned baseballisms. I have a shirt on from Baseballisms. It's out of Scottsdale, and it says, "Live life like a 3-1 count."
Dude,
that's
beautiful.
awesome.
I saw that, and I had to have it.
Beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
I'll leave it out.
Swing away.
I'll leave it at
Swing
that.
away.
Swing away.
Hey, on that count, you want to look middle in.
Yep.
Middle in.
See it? Yeah, look middle
Then
in.
you're swinging out of your ass. Then it gets to 3-2, shorten up.
Boom. Exactly.
Yep.
And I know we're talking like, it's easy to do. It's obviously very, very difficult thing to do, especially against the major league pitching that's out there today. But yes, live life like a 3-1 count. I actually, my parents got me that. They made a poster of that from Baseballism, and they got me that. It's framed in my house, Liz. So
Nice.
Tip of the cap to you, buddy. Dom, give me some final thoughts before you start the weekend, brother.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you to everybody on the chat, Woods, Escobar, 49er Zone, and also on Dan's channel too. I know a bunch of the community over there. So Dan, great call doing the dual stream today. I think it was awesome to, cross-pollinate and share together. So, and awesome way to start off the, second half. So yeah, thank you guys. It was super fun.
Yep.
Yeah, Dan, thank you for sharing us our show on your network too, brother, at NorCal Sports NW. Dan, first of all, before that, Dan, I see Escobar Cheeks III. He says he's got an appointment with Dr. Young tomorrow morning at 8 a.m.
Nice.
Escobar, report back next week when Paulie's doing the show. I'll be gone, but report back. Paulie's going to want to report back and pick some good music. Maybe you do Ralph Tresvant's Sensitivity, Escobar, when you sit down. Or you know what? Maybe you could just sit down and be like, you know what, Doc? Just put on the PMP 26 playlist.
Yeah.
Okay? Just go to Spotify and put on the PMP 26 playlist. On that note, Dan, final thought before we wrap.
Final thought. looking forward to Niner football.
Well done.
Wow, great line. Finally, did you guys see that Brandon Ayuk got a Washington Commanders tattoo?
Oh, that's cool.
Did you see that? He did. He got the logo put on his arm. It's
Wow.
like
That's hilarious. The guy, he's not going there. They're not going to take him. Adam Peters, Bob Myers. Sorry, they're not dealing with Brandon Ayuk.
Right. And also, I did see Dom. Thank you for sending this on text earlier today. That the NBA is not going to announce the 2026-27 schedule until LeBron decides where he's going. How about that? How about that?
Whatever.
Just stop. Like LeBron, stop, please.
Yeah.
Like we can't even plan our freaking show. We just want to do a Warriors opening night party. Can't plan it thanks to LeBron. So
I'm gonna puke in my mouth, and I'll probably have to like to swallow it back or spit it out or something if LeBron becomes a Warrior, because it's gonna really. I might take the season off from the NBA. Seriously, I might have to do that. I can't do it. And then also, finally, guys, let's go Spain.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Go Spain.
Yes.
I can't. Sorry, Argentina fans. Sorry, Argentina. You had your time in 2022. You're fine. And also, I'm just still mad that Italy didn't qualify. So, Italy, get your shit together. Qualify for 2030. Let's take down Messi. Let's take down the refs. Go Spain. For the global Madridista who joined us yesterday.
Miggy.
Go Spain. All right, guys. On that note,
Business hours are over, baby. It's business. It's business time.
all right. And that's how we always close the show with some business hours and some Diamond David Lee Roth. By the way, David Lee Roth playing at the Guild Theater in Menlo Park on August 16th. Dom, I think we should be there. So
tickets secured.
One final word for Los. I know we have fun playing fantasy in 2 leagues, but I'll see you in the rearview mirror, my friend.
Oh, Los.
You go ahead and think that.
Well,
we'll come back on the show when the season is over.
Actually,
I'll show my bills. I'll show my bills, man.
Yeah, we're in 2 leagues, remember.
No joke. That has to happen. At the end of the season, we are going to do a final analysis of the fantasy baseball leagues that Los and Dan battle in. I'm not kidding. Seriously, that'd be great stuff. All right.
Tony, have a great trip. Enjoy and feel better with the knee, buddy.
Thank you, guys. Go enjoy your weekend. And back, Paulie will be live back on Monday, 4:20 p.m. Have fun, everybody. Have a great weekend. Thank you so much for the support. And love y'all. And take care. Have a great weekend, buddy. Peace.
Particles.